That's just crazy. I feel like C9 are thriving in the chaos. They're so constantly able to get into these positions where they're pushing through a smoke. We saw it on Fracture 2, or going for a TP flash combo.
Look at this.
Oh, that's
He actually had it.
Oh, 70 on the Astra there,
My
too.
spray transfer doesn't fucking hit.
I'd be mad too. 9-2 though. C9 yet again arresting Energy's momentum.
I love it. Dude, wait, guys.
On Modern Brock.
Wait. Hello? NRG are losing.
Up, but so far they haven't found a guy.
Oh, why is no one like, is this like not crazy or no?
Once again, testing into the art space. This worked for them the last time they
Well,
were
like,
there, but that also came
I thought they were
with a lot
supposed to
of early
win.
investment, a lot of presence shown from C9 into main. So they've got to use the drone this time, work their way into the space slowly. C9 have a couple
We are
of
used to
players
it.
waiting for them.
Not crazy. NRG's a fraud. As an NRG fan, expected.
High-low setup for C9. Energy waiting for the smoke to dissipate. In goes the neon adjustment as Mata swings in, sliding for a double on the Stinger. Will claim the A site.
My eyes are still on Vic, stuck in back secret. NRG taking their time. They're giving some moments.
4v3.
Som to creep down into connector. Som decides not to go for it, and a spam
Wait.
comes through from Mata. That's perfect.
4v2. 9-3 potential.
Down, fall into main. No smokes to worry
Wait.
about with Ethan
4v1.
dealing with it. This round is coming firmly into the grasp of NRG.
It's little man Oxy in the clutch. 1v4, op in hand. Flick. Nice try. 9-3.
4K from one of Energy's rookies gets them at least a third round. But that is still a brutal half to swallow for NRG. It was all C9 all day.
9-3 half there, and again, C9, the streak they put together
Damn!
was just kind of crazy.
That was nice. Bada, nice round.
Back on the stage,
Bada.
making it start to happen. We've come so far since that
All
first
right.
map. Now C9, just moments away from.
I can't believe we're here after map 1. It just took turns like spanking each other, huh? All right, ad break. What am I saying? I'm saying they're just taking turns on each other right now. Because like 13-5 or 13-6, then 13-5, and now it's 9-3. Surely we go overtime here, right? This is a banger? Just some ASMR rap. It's called mumble rap. That's so strong. Alright. Hey, yo, chill. We're going live, baby.
Has been largely absent.
So suffice it to say, this pistol round is a necessity for NRG to win. Good news though. T1 showed it at Bangkok. This comp
T1 mentioned G2 aware.
The duelists flooding into
I still can't believe that shit.
But they still have to put the pieces together to replicate it, and Ethan already darted out. He's probably considering that gate crash.
Yeah, he's all the way over on the A site now, as a matter of fact. Ethan didn't have a super hot first half on the Oro. And now this site really has just been finesse and Brock holding things down.
What are they cooking here? A fake into B, 3 players then walking street, and No one holding
Yeah.
that space from NRG.
The fake hit into the real hit, and NRG have sort of bid on it. As a matter of fact, Ethan's still sticking towards that A side of the map. See what Brock can do from
Bobby
up and
back
down,
post.
though. Smoked off the classic. You can't imagine it's going to be a lot.
Doc.
He's got a couple of shock darts.
Bang.
Damage onto Vic, but the plant will go down
One.
regardless.
One.
Going to combo the flash and the dart now coming on through.
2 players in backhaul for C9. That's the brunt of this hole.
Oh,
And the
no.
slide Shut down by
Oh,
Zeppa. Another
no.
player taken care of.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Kills from
No!
Zeppa, and the cleanest
What was
first
that?
fight you've ever seen for C9.
Zeppa has just been so good this year for C9. Another 3K for him. Like when he's on, this team's kind of unstoppable.
I don't know what he has against NRG. He had a life game last time they played. Stepping up.
Live
big
game
time
is
this series as
crazy.
well.
Zeppa does that on the regular.
Then re-aggressing on the same angle.
Come on, bro.
And that's the coordination in the post plant
baby, let's go!
that was missing from NRG in the first half, right? T9 is so ready. Okay, a retake's coming in. They're gonna send the flash start. Here we go. I mean, it's just excellent from them.
Looks like a force from NRG trying to get involved.
Wait a minute.
Nice start, spots out a couple. The opener belongs
Tom
to
is not
NRG.
happy.
They can lean back into this A site. Keep your eyes in mid as well, because while Net is
I wonder
trying
what
to
happened to
work it hard,
NRG today.
Lot is
Are they just
sitting
getting
with Bucky
outclassed?
right up against double door.
Does anyone know what NRG, like, what's happening? Are they getting outclassed?
Finesse also walked up down B long. So a lot of angles that C9 has to re-clear here if they want to head back that way.
And C9 really, with a couple of Phantoms, don't want to walk into these close spaces. So good of them to leave Net the only pistol on the team in art. The other 3 are going to work down
They're
into B.
washed?
As long as at
So
worst,
you
it's a
don't think
1-for-1
C9 is
with
good?
Finesse.
You think
C9 are
NRG
still gonna
is
be
just
very good
bad?
Control this round.
And send Vic in first. Trade him out with the rifles.
That's
Patience,
crazy.
Net. Don't jump the gun.
Finesse with an opportunity here. Clone through,
Oh.
he shoots the clone.
Got him.
And it blinds him up. It's 1-for-1. That's all right. Net though, taking
Timing.
his time to walk all the way through Psalm.
He didn't see
I don't
him.
think he saw him on that jump peak. And Net is in a real devious position
This
now.
is
Knows the Astra's
crazy.
here, but he gives away the game.
Oh no, and he called his team back over into the A site. There's 3 players here. C9 could decide to go
They're
into
going B.
but still
They're
there's a
going B.
Bucky back on site. C9 might
Bada.
just hold themselves out of the round because they
Oh
thought
my
they had
God, it's
perfect
Bucky.
timing.
Mata, 10 seconds, a Bucky in his hand.
And they smoked for him.
But he doesn't make the play. Plant goes down uncontested. It's the 2 Phantoms to try and close this out.
Oh my God.
He has
4v2.
been so patient in this position. But he might have missed his opportunity. C9's
Wait.
made it out.
Oh, they
Cole
sucked
has
it.
to be committed very early on. But there's not a lot of time bought already.
Oh, the
Modest
Bucky.
takes care of Vic, and with Ethan holding
That's
things
cooked.
down, there should be no way
Wait,
for Mitch to get
it's
back
not
into
over
this
yet.
one. Nah.
It's seriously not over yet.
Overwhelmed.
I'll bring my
And
plate back.
NRG win
1
a
second. They have a
eco
chance
round.
now.
It was
They have a real
desperately
chance.
needed.
Yeah, you know, we saw C9 do this to him back on Fracture, I believe. Now NRG give him a taste of their own medicine. That was the force from NRG. They were banking everything on this round. And Finesse finding the one there does good work, but really it all comes down to that lurk timing and Net just not managing to get that moment for his team to rotate back into him.
A second different. He could have gotten 2 kills. He opens up that
Yep.
site.
Even if he doesn't lurk, C9 just commit into the B site and play a normal post plant and it works fine for them.
Okay.
An unfortunate way for it to go. Still, lots of
Did
opportunities.
you guys
for
chat
C9
GPT?
to
What's
close this one
NRG's
out,
problem?
and They'll invest a little into some stingers here.
Oh, I love it. Light armor every round, every team always going for a half buy, never a full save. These rounds can slip away from you so quickly.
And they've already gained a lot of
What
space.
is that?
Yeah, that's a nice angle for Mata. Sees just Vic's head and takes it out of here.
Neon, so he's running super fast in a full squat.
Will crouching, yeah.
Out of there. Sure, we'll let it happen.
Half by C9.
And NRG have fallen into this pattern a few times where they just leave a player back in spawn ready to, you know, rotate over into A or into B quickly.
And we'll talk about it. That's where they're headed. Oxy
Yo!
taking this one. Hello! The stinger is crazy in these
Yo!
moments. He has his utility in hand. Hello! You've got to be looking at Oxy.
But hold on, the spike is still on site. There's still 2 NRG members in secret with rifles in hand with a star placed on the ground. And now the smoke gives a moment for Zeppa to pick up that spike, but he's still got to fight through.
No flashes. No tools to get past this smoke.
Where are they going? Where are they going,
No
B?
way they're walking.
Nah.
Walking all the way back. They
They're
don't have
gonna
a lot
have
of
to
time.
start
20
running,
seconds?
and Finesse is gonna hear them.
Finesse is gonna hear him, and he's gonna beat them to the punch. This one comes down to Finesse. The turret looking to slow someone up, but is he gonna contest the plan?
I don't think he is.
Goes up towards heaven.
Yo!
It's not legal.
What?
How does he get away with that? Now the plant is down, and the tides
What the
of this round
fuck?
have started to change. 2v2. Oxy backside on 5 HP. But a Cosmic Divide up forces the hand for C9. Oxy wants to stay on one side, try and hear a spike tap, but he can't commit to it. Instead, Som starting to hold things down, swing through.
That was a hard one.
Mop it up.
Okay, that was a pretty good eco by them.
I mean, respect to NRG carrying that round through, but having to use the wall to guarantee it. Also, Oxy?
Yeah, Oxy's a
Where
freak.
did that come from? The dash into
Some crazy
into
kills that
flowers,
round.
First of all, was crazy. Because remember, this is a bad buy from C9. They're also down in numbers without smokes. And then he went on the full run, then the boost up into heaven.
Wait a minute, it's not
6-0
over.
From the duelist.
It's not over yet.
NRG pry a couple rounds out of C9's hands. But it's going to be the first real rifle round of this game, and C9 looking to keep the pace high, already take fast control for A main.
Energy have pushed all the way down into B, showing a lot of that forward presence and then sprinting away with the Neon. Options to TP out quickly too. That's real up there with the camera.
Yeah, they got a main control, now they go back to mid. And they split A.
Roll up for Zeppa. He's going to work his way through art, set this up to be a split into the A site. Hunter's Fury trying to connect off of Zeppa's information. But doesn't really find.
Wait, where's
anything
Astra?
out. The last
Where's
ball
Astra?
is barely.
What?
Stag onto Brock.
What?
Riding inside of the smoke on site. Heard the TP behind.
There's a guy
him.
pit!
Ready for it.
Some
Zep's
didn't
gonna take him
know.
down.
Finesse. Nice
Finesse
shot.
made his way into the
Whoa!
site, racking him up.
Venus. Big
He
two.
falls too.
Big two.
Now a 2-on-2.
But the players from Energy are isolated.
They need Ethan here.
And Oxy's in a tough position
Oh
to
no,
deal
he's on
with.
Pie Watch.
Ethan's revealed himself, and Oxy trying to find. Moment to swing. Ethan walks all the way back.
30 seconds left.
A tap on the spike, now a fight into spawn. They see nothing. Expect the wrap towards flowers. Oxy
Crossed.
ready on the angle, but
Wait, no, he
where's that
didn't.
Yoru? Ethan's patient. Waiting in spawn. Letting Mata make the work happen. Good flash. Buying a lot of attention.
Blank.
Mata's walked all the way up. Ethan baiting this one out perfectly.
Oh my god.
Just in the nick of time.
Oh my
It
god.
looks beautiful from NRG, but C9 dismantle in the 2v2.
Yeah,
Hide,
look,
yeah.
if Vic can't get that kill for
The
another
timing of him
second, it's a
dying is
2K
worst
instantly
case.
for Mata.
Yeah,
Turning it
if
around
he
on
didn't
the
live for
play.
a second longer, he couldn't though.
Energy did such a good job distracting there with Ethan's Yoru. But the second you get that kill, instantly you're turning around.
Wow.
You don't see anyone else in front of you.
go! Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
March continues for C9.
This is crazy. I would not have expected this to
It's
happen
gonna be a
today.
big fight, A-main.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Though hearing that neon slide, C9 temper things for a moment.
Yeah, what about that big fight?
12-5?
For it.
It's gonna happen if NRG just don't leave Mata.
Never
to
seen
die
Ethan
here.
Pie? I don't know if I
Now he's
have,
alone.
yeah.
Doesn't matter, though. Gets a kill on the
Okay.
spam. Now he has to start to think about
He's
escaping.
not a real Pie candidate.
He'll back his way out as his team re-clears through Art back into mid.
Yeah, expecting C9 to move back there, but they still keep looking into Mata. Now a smoke's been called down. C9
It's a hard
realizes they have
game,
no
dude.
Positioning on the map to play with. So maybe looking for a mid re-clear, could consider some attention down into B, but Net hasn't stepped into that space either.
He's been periodically checking his cam, though. They know mid is directly clear, but they have to be worried about Art.
Pickham's already
This is
done
a
for
really
Cooks.
annoying setup, right? You have
Your
the
pick'ems
so
are already
much
done?
XP in Art, then all of a sudden you can have a flash.
Oh wait, mine
run
are
to
too.
beacon
I had
on the
NRG
closing.
winning this match. Fuck!
Turret broken.
I thought I said C9 in the video, but I put NRG on my
Finesse choosing to
pick'ems.
stick on site.
He's completely alone.
Yeah,
in this
pick'ems are done.
endeavor.
Actually.
A Yoru TP coming at him in just a second. He
Nah,
can't
that's
see a
crazy.
thing. Finesse executed in
Oh.
the back halls.
They have sight.
Keep your eyes on Oxy too. He's trying to get active here in the post lane. He's trying to end things right here, right now. Mata, the only player waiting for him, and with his team finding
What's
kills over
happening?
in the street, getting the job done there too.
Rock?
NRG have no position to try and retake into this site. Mata priming, getting ready to slide out into the site, but no one's waiting for
Oh.
Oxy in spawn.
2v2.
Deals with that nicely. And now the clock's starting to work against NRG. Zeppa still in back.
He's on
With
it.
The smoke on the spike gets up to half now. NRG
He's
choose to
ripped
full
it
on
out.
out, but they go
Oh
one in.
my
Flies through
God.
with the Guardian, and he's
They
gonna
got
be
it.
able to hold on through.
Almost though.
Brock
Almost.
again, saving NRG. It's a second 2v2 that he's won for the team. I love the idea from C9.
Damn.
Oxy just drifting
Damn.
above AC-130.
Brock is the hero. It was big.
That is all traded out. And NRG yet again stay alive in this game.
But it feels like
Kind of crazy that C9 have players in spawn.
they're
back
still
all
getting
on the
owned so
site.
hard. I mean, who
Somehow
knows?
NRG are still
Momentum
able
could easily swing to the other
smoke on
side.
Spike and full stick. It's because C9 went for the safe defuse.
Damn.
Above AC-130.
Brock
in
is the
air.
hero. It was big.
That is all traded out. And NRG yet again stay alive in this game.
But it feels like
Kind of crazy that C9 have players in spawn.
they're
back
still
all
getting
on the
owned so
site.
hard. I mean, who
Somehow
knows?
NRG are still
Momentum
able
could easily swing to the other
smoke on
side.
Spike and full stick. It's because C9 went for the safe defuse. Needed a little bit more of a trek to go back into that smoke. In the positions they were playing.
Rise
That's
Shanks?
gonna break the economy as well for C9.
Get out of my way!
But Oxy still has the Blade Storm. Makes the round a bit more potent.
Outlaw in Ethan's hands.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is a good angle to play with too. Beautiful work, but can't secure the second. Still good enough to fall
He
back.
hit him. He hit Mitch, I
And
think, right?
still on a great angle to recontest into long with that Outlaw.
Yeah, sets himself up with another teleport into backside too, so he can repost on this angle. Picks him out of the sky.
Uh-oh. Oxy's here.
There's another one coming to you, buddy.
Mitch goes back
Wow.
in, and the punishment is there. Oxy with the Blade Storm wants to trade this on out. TP in
Got
the
it.
back, although still, Ethan is
Careful,
found.
it's Oxy. One knife.
Would have loved to have found that second, though. Only has one bullet.
Wait, they're all one shot except Mata.
Everyone but Mana is one shot to the Outlaw. There's still danger to this round yet.
Uh-oh. Surely not a Nico, right?
I don't see it yet. I don't fully believe yet.
They have to give him an opportunity.
If C9 win this round, nah.
Someone has to mess up. But Oxy's hunting. Mana's the only man with full armor.
Oh my
That's
god,
a
imagine.
target to pick.
Oh my god. 11-7, it's not that bad. It's not even that bad, right, chat?
Shots from Ethan to open it
They
up.
could bring it back. It's not even that
Put out
bad.
the anti-eco. But now is where the ult question starts to be asked, right? NRG have a Yor ult to work with. Same thing for Zep
It's
on the
really
other
not that
side.
bad.
Very nice shooting from Ethan.
Damn.
I think it was back on.
The judge is
PG
crazy,
the
bro.
Last time we saw him playing the Yoru on this
C9
round.
pause.
Timeout though for C9.
They got one more
Critical
still.
round for them. Money's gonna be back up, like you mentioned. They have a couple big ults.
Yeah, I mean, like the obvious ult play from C9 is you just run a simple exec with the Astro Wall and the Yor ult, but I'd almost rather them use this Yor ult to get information into mid and see if they can break open the map. NRG are pretty quick to fall out of space once they've been challenged by C9. I think using that dimensional drift to, spot out what's going on in art and connector and street, sort of forcing NRG to pick.
Is Waylay pickable? Yes, but we haven't seen Waylay. I wonder if we'll get it in the next match. We still have one more game after this, which is Crew versus Loud.
Try and find themselves around, say like
so we're in for quite a show today. Sentinels play 100 Thieves on Sunday.
NRG have some pretty
second match of the day.
Ultimates as well. You don't necessarily just want to run an exec, play it around 5v5 in the post plan. You'd love to, if you're C9, get things a little bit muddier, bring down the numbers for sure.
Mata still has a judge in his hands, and it's going to be a similar setup for NRG, leaving the double duelists over towards the B site to fight.
Why is it always Sentinels 100 Thieves? Because it keeps giving. Don't change what's working.
Here behind the Astra and the Sova.
All right, here we go. 11-7, C9 pause. Let's see what they do.
They don't show much though initially.
5-man A.
Just a dart to take main, and now Yoru walked into the site.
There's 3 players here, Mimi. Yoru's already TP'd over.
Zeppa, he spots all 3 of them now. Knows they're all stuck in towards Secret here. Good flash to follow up. Oxy getting an opener. That's just diving through the Astral, but NRG holding strong.
What a mad strat.
Excellent from Solomon Brock.
Holy shit. They flashed through and all jumped through together.
This is a very tall task indeed. That spike stuck out in Secret. Finesse.
Oh my god. Wait, they held on.
He gets the better of it.
I mean, Finesse isn't going to be fooled by a round like that. It's just too simplistic.
They held on.
C9. Oh, we've got the ults. Let's exec into the A site. Well, how do NRG punish that? Unload utility on the site. Preset a teleport to get
no one really got blind there. I don't think anyone was blind. It was a good crossfire.
On this side to hide in some ratty corners.
And that's the first round where I feel like I'm seeing some glimmers of that map 1 NRG, who does a really good job of being
only the first series tonight, yeah.
Setting up the right crossfires, playing together in these chaotic rounds. They're gonna need more of that to finish this comeback.
Let's see.
Looks like Ethan's got the read on the Outlaw, going for that one again.
Eco for C9.
This time for NRG. The one.
It would be terrible.
This one just
horrible.
On default to catch a planter or catch a Yor.
Devastating.
NRG super willing to give up space though. Don't want to risk anything on this.
They get ecoed here.
They have ults if they need to hit the emergency button and use some of those.
C9, they're throwing out the next teleport. Getting ready for the second phase exec into the site.
I found your TP.
Well, with it getting broken, I don't know if C9 are actually going to commit to this one. It's a hard one to go for. Another TP to try and fight into art. Maybe pinch in with net. Could be a cool idea, but no one's waiting for him.
Oh.
That's
beautiful
nice. From Brock. Looking just like he did in Tier 2. With some excellent Sova utility.
That's what I mean, though. It's such nice push and pull from NRG. Yeah, Net's gonna find a timing.
Enemy remaining.
But there's no way they can win this round.
Exactly. But again, NRG
they got the Sova ult out.
Away from that exec. Aren't getting
Brock Sova ult's nice, huh?
C9 go for that, little pivot into art. No one's actually there.
Now they're ready with a high-low setup. Brock swings in, and it is a very clean anti-eco. NRG, they're looking alive in this second half.
Hold up!
This is where Finesse has to sort of bear down and keep trying to read. Okay, what does C9 actually showed him? Showed the double ult.
This is a big round here.
The A site. Then just
you guys believe?
Exec into the A site. Yeah, with a little bit of a slowdown.
I'm starting to see the light.
But C9 almost threw away that
he did as an
round
op
by just running back a similar idea. Now, no real surprise. C9 moved their way over towards the B side of the map. Finally, Mata might find some action. He's been wanting for that for a little while.
Look at the changeup though. This time, the Killjoy setup has shifted to B. Finesse expects a change-up from C9.
It's a hard read, and he's leaving Mata's Neon playing backside. Usually Neon playing so much more forward. Now with the stun to fight through the smoke.
And I'm going to be honest, this looks just like some of the rounds from T1 when they were playing this comp. The Neon in this corner is devilish.
And there's this forward alarm bot that's just about to get triggered too, so NRG know exactly what's going down.
Here he goes.
Didn't clear it.
Oxy pass. Now he'll fight in for the second.
Wow.
Lovely. Still Oxy causing problems. He was left alive in backside. Damage still, but Vic
Nice try. That was hard.
And Xenon have turned this round back on its head.
Oh no, problems for NRG. Ethan bought an operator.
Damn.
It's now a 2-on-3 situation.
But he has the ultimate. He puts
He can pick up a
his
gun.
He
trust
goes
in
through,
Psalm.
sure.
Spots out Oxy. Flash up. Oxy trying to fight ahead of it. They need to get the kill on this Jet, but Oxy's too good. Not baited by the clone. Fighting in for more. That gives one to Psalm. But he would need a hell of a clutch to win this now. Tap on the spike. Astro pull used. More util. Being committed for Psalm, but the dart. An ultimate. It's all bearing down on Psalm. And he's just trying to dance his way out of this one. Revealed by
Nice
the
try,
ult.
dude.
And taken down by
All right,
the
12-9.
Series point.
Kind of miraculous that C9 were able to win on that exec. I thought Mata's positioning for sure.
C9 are about to do it
To
again.
give so much credit to Oxy that round. It's pretty normal, let the dive through, fight the players in the choke, but Oxy does so much with that opportunity. Fights back in, gets 2 and back on, stays alive until the very end of this round.
Yep.
Nice, Vic. Good job.
But Oxy does
Exec. I thought Mata's positioning for sure.
C9 are about to do it
to
again.
give so much credit to Oxy that round. It's pretty normal, let the dive through, fight the players in the choke, but Oxy does so much with that opportunity. Fights back in, gets 2 and back on, stays alive until the very end of this round.
Yep.
Nice, Vic. Good job.
Damn, bro.
And now,
Oxy on
NRG,
22 kills here.
2 operators? 9-12, that's the
Wow.
call for them. Mata pushing up into main with that, but the pullback star into the drone.
They saw you, bro.
Can't exactly
They
dodge
saw
away
you,
from
bro.
This, so throws up the wall, has to run on through.
If this comes down to a retake, 2 operators is brutal.
You can never let it come down to retake. You have to fight forward. You
Oh
can't
my
let
God,
these
Oxy's
lines.
coming in hot.
So Mata has to do everything. An opportunity against the Jet, but the dash.
Oh my God.
The
What?
Oxy in deep, but through the smoke. Excellent. Stuns himself on the
What the
slide and
fuck?
Somehow stays alive for a moment. He'll die finally. But that lockdown from Finesse is good.
Look at the minimap. Net is running into connector. There's Vic going into art. This map is about to blow up. Energy have read it. 2 players already proceed to rotate into the A site. Finesse is aware of what's going down and even
He's done
choosing to
himself,
have
yeah, I
Som push
saw.
forward into A main to greet these 2 players.
Bro, this is his own op.
Psalm
Wait, Som could be in a good spot
must get
here.
a kill here. Honestly, he needs more than that.
Timing.
He has to shut down this front of the approach, but he's already been seen by Oxy. In the
What
smoke
is this?
he goes. Trying to find an opening, worried about the pinch, which is soon to come, but his team is so far away.
30 seconds left.
Wait, they're walking
It has to
through.
be just him. But they've wrapped around.
What the fuck is
and they know
happening?
exactly where Psalm is from
Oh
behind.
my god, what the
Oxy deals
fuck?
with him. And now it's Ethan and Finesse to try and save this round. Finesse, knife in hand, now pushing forward into the cage. And Ethan still across the map.
He's got a gun now at the very least, but still.
Over.
Finesse needs to act quicker.
2v4 is so
Ethan's
hard.
presence will allow.
I think
Ethan's
it's
so
just waiting.
far.
A pull on the spike to end the round.
He made
Finesse has
noise.
to make his move soon.
He made noise.
But Nets
Oh?
wrapped all the way through.
Wait.
Still Finesse gets ahead of it. That's one, but now this flank becomes more and more of a problem. Finesse is going to try and pull. They're trying to body block. Can they succeed? Finesse is still sticking, but there's a swing in from
Nice try.
and the pitch from Oxy.
GG. Damn, Cloud9, huh?
Not the charm yet again. They beat NRG.
They have
and
their
they
number,
start their
dude.
Stage 1 with yet another win.
They have their
Even
number.
after faltering in that opening
Wow.
map, I mean, it looked like a
Wow.
tear gap after map 1. But what we saw
Wow.
from them in map number 2, Net, he was so active, right? How loud was this guy up on stage, just having such a good time?
Wow, wow, wow. I can't keep rooting for NRG. What do I do? Come over to Sentinels, bro. Come over to Sentinels. We'll take you in open arms, man.
Oxy comes up huge.
We'll make you proud, brother.
24
We'll make you very proud.
300 ACS on the map.
We'll make it close. At least we'll make it close. 13-1, by the way. Just kidding. It was a close 13-1, though.
Or whatever, it doesn't matter. This guy is going to be absolutely flying in server. That was on full display here.
C9 is one of the most doubted teams in this league consistently. But they're proving yet again that their kickoff win
GG,
against
well played,
NRG,
C9.
That was no fluke. That was no accident.
Yeah.
Remember, these are the group stage demons. They are always good.
Who am I rooting for the next
At the beginning of
series?
a season like this.
Also, yeah, again, C9. They
Lao
got
G, Lao G, Lao G.
That was the most fraudulent bracket they ever drew. This team had to play G2 and then MIBR, number 1 and number 3. Nah, this team's here to play this stage 1.
That they are. A real tough pill to swallow, though, for NRG. The highs were great.
Did he
They were
tweet?
so good in that
He
first
cannot
round.
be tweeting this
Looked like
early.
they were gonna live up to the promise that we were deprived of in kickoff. It was not up to task in these second 2 maps. I love the way that Zeppa and Oxy played together in this game, especially on defense, when they were retaking in Zeppa, taking these aggressive
The
times
fuck
to
is-
teleport as Oxy's dashing on the other side. It was such a great twist on that T1 comp that we saw at Bangkok.
Exactly, and it wasn't like C9 was trying to play like crazy rounds.
What does
It
this
was
tweet
just
mean?
Very solid sort of tag team valor, putting those 2 players next to each other, constantly winning in their fights.
Yeah, you got to credit Mitch as well. I think having some
I've
really
seen
good
better.
balls throughout the attacking side, really putting it to Finesse.
Had a great work of it, especially when those rounds got like crazy towards the end as well. Like both teams are trying to do these constant pivots back and forth, but just C9 with that edge time and time again.
And that was a very important game for them. Their strength of schedule is difficult in this group.
Zeppo saw all the roster moves and thought it was the off season. Wait, let me see the stats. Holy fuck, Zeppo top fragged again. Oh my god. God's in the chat. God? Good? Doodle? Is he here? Saw him too. He did have a good match. I could cry actual real tears right now. Yeah, I know a lot of you here are gonna start glazing now, but I've been glazing since day 1 and I remember all of your comments. Why drop Rossi for Mitch? Why drop Moose for Net 3 weeks before kickoff? Oh my god. Stay on that side. Half of your dumbasses thought C9 were cooked after losing map 1-2. You ain't wrong. You ain't fucking wrong. You ain't fucking wrong, straight up. Bro, y'all's biggest achievement is beating NRG? Calm down, LMAO. Chill, you guys beat NRG. Okay. This guy said, you guys lose like one regular season match this season, but can't win a playoff match. LOL, LOL, this is pretty normal. Replied, you have 4 fucking flares all from the same league. That's true. This guy does have 4 fucking flares. Pick a side, brother. Nah, the cope levels are crazy on this thread. Nah. What is the average age of a Redditor on Valorant competitive? Like, what would you guys say? I think average age is probably 18 to 25, if I had to guess. I would say 18 to 25. 12? Think motherfucking 12-year-olds are typing this shit? Holy Chipmunk said, I'm gonna jump. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Actually. Am I still in the water die? Nah. Let's see what this guy cooked. Wizard Toast said, how it feels expecting this team to be good after every split and roster change and then tuning in to see this shit. Life update. It gets worse. I'm not gonna lie, Wizard Toast. I thought it would be better. I'm gonna actually downvote you because I read that whole thing. Crowd tweet. Was a great run for the boys, but ultimately didn't make the cut. 1-3 Shikigami GG's.
Mike, can you take out the trash?
Yeah, I guess.
Nah. You know what would have been funny? I think what would have been funny. I think it would have been funnier if his head popped out the trash can. He's like, I'm already in here. I think that would have been hilarious. Not funny? No one's laughing in the chat. Cat W, please. Tell me I'm funny. Tell me I'm funny. That FR, what happened to Tarek? Just asking, no hate. What do you mean, what happened to me? What happened? Wait, I'm actually, what happened? What did happen to me? Now I want to know too. For real, what happened to me? The camera makes you look worse? I mean, bro, this is how I look. What do you want me to do? I can't change. I can't fix my hair. It's fucking balding. This is the best fucking I have. This is the best. This is my peak. Tarek, the other day there was a thread on VLR that said that Byung actually kicked out Tarek.
Right now against
It's true though.
1-1.
It's not funny because it's true.
What were the lessons that you learned after you got eliminated by
Yeah, I should send her. No, I don't even joke that.
Cara, eu acho que a gente aprendeu uma coisa muito importante que é
No, I'm going back
entrar mais ligado no nosso jogo.
in
que
April,
realmente ficou
early.
pouco apagado e os caras são talentosos, então
I'm going back to LA.
bastante
Little
esse
Navi misses me.
meio que apagar o nosso.
My dog misses me.
Diferente, a gente
It's not my
se
dog.
melhor.
Can I say it's my
A
dog?
gente identificou alguns
My
erros
dog.
que estava acontecendo na nossa equipe, tanto de comunicação, estilo de jogo, mudamos bastante coisa. Então é isso.
We,
What about my cat?
we,
That cat don't fuck with me. I'm just
we
kidding. The
learned
cat
a lot.
likes me.
I think we learned that we have to pay
I mean,
more attention, be
hold
more
on.
focused when starting the game. They have a lot of talents over there, so we also worked on communication and bringing the tactics to the game.
And I know it. You
I
know it,
swear
and
he's
everybody
making
knows
up his
that there's a
answers.
rivalry with Crew,
I swear he's
and we
just
talked
making
about
up his
it
own
recently.
answers, this
Is
guy.
that
I'm accusing
rivalry
him.
gonna fuel you to win
He's
the
laughing
match?
because he's answering himself.
Cara, eu vou ser bem honesto.
I'm accusing him.
Deus tá tocando no meu coração pra não falar o que eu queria. Eu sinto alguma coisa, isso
Cara!
é fato, mas não vou deixar que isso transpareça novamente de uma forma negativa.
Start learning Portuguese then?
Deus ama todo mundo.
I know some Portuguese a little bit.
É isso.
Well, I'm gonna be very honest.
Cara poquito.
God
No, it's not
touched me,
poquito, is it?
So I'm not gonna say what I really think, but you know, just God loves everyone.
God loves
That's it.
everyone? W?
There's nothing else to say back to
Dude,
you
wait.
guys.
He just facepalmed because the interview, he didn't say what. Okay. Poquito. Like, what is. Okay, was the translation good? Does anyone. Who here speaks Portuguese? Is that what he said? Everyone does. Anyway. He said Tarek's a bum? Yeah, Tarek's a bum. Yeah, we'll see who the fucking bum is. Yeah, we're gonna see who the fucking bum is, buddy. Happy early birthday, leave Valo in the ground, go punish your whiffing. This makes Valorant easier to watch. Money changed you, finally a better game than Valorant. Grenade launchers are huge too. You need to hit every shot. Never played a hero shooter is what he means. You change Val's ass. Anything but Valorant. Can you cuss for this ad? All our champ points for nothing. That was Mikith, wasn't it? We're gonna fucking find something on you. This game will die in a month tops. This game will die in a month tops. Just came back from Amaranth. There he is, that fucking Coomer. You little fucking Coomer. Yeah! Yeah, you are! Yeah, you are! Now what? Now what? I don't know how I feel about this cam / setup. Fix it. I mean, would you guys prefer to see all the dead space in the background? Like temporarily, this is gonna be the setup for until I'll be back in LA before April 4th. So we only have to deal with this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more streams. Only 5 more streams. Please zoom out. It's not zoom out, brother. There's no zooming out. That's it, dude. That's fucking it. Honestly, what about this idea, dude? What about this idea? We get a random viewer to turn their webcam on. They're muted. We just have their webcam here playing in this box, but I'm talking and they're just like watching the game, just like that's it. They're not talking. We can't hear them, but I'm the one talking just to be the webcam of the stream. But we don't know what they're saying. They're just there. Is that a good idea? Texas has a wedding to go to on May 1st. Anyone want to be his +1? Where's the wedding at? Dallas? Anyone? Any locals? Any hot locals in Dallas? Any hot locals in Dallas? Oh, Texas, have your pick, buddy. Someone's gonna pull their dick out if you do that? They don't got the balls to do that shit. Come on, brother. You're gonna flash your dick to millions and everyone's gonna see your shit? Are you? Shit, if you do, honestly, I'll take the ban. I'll take the 2-day ban. I mean, these days, like a 2-day ban, let's be real. I won't even notice the ban. I won't even be streaming those 2 days. I'll come back and be like, wait, I was banned? Boo, 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 boo. C9 post-match tweet. We already saw it. What happened to Corey? I don't want to say it, but I know. Corey's cracked though. Well, he said it on my stream. Yeah, okay. There it is. He works for Riot now, yeah. Basecamp feels like we're on a dinner date. Let's get parasocial. You wanna get fries or nah?
Y obviamente también tiene ahí que es campeón del mundo.
You like
Fue uno de los
oysters?
mejores jugadores
Yeah, me
en
neither.
mi época, o sea, en mi tiempo, que yo creo que fue una de las piezas más importantes junto a Aspas. Creo que es un jugador que le da mucha calma al equipo, por lo que he visto también en las redes. Siempre trata de como calmar a los jugadores de lado. Creo que es un muy buen
Was
compañero de
that
tener. Y nada,
I think so,
obviamente, bacán
Texas. It's
enfrentarse
gotta
a
be.
gente que, no sé, por ejemplo, a él que que ha sido campeón del mundo y darlo todo contra él, porque es como uno de los rivales a vencer.
An ice cold player, indeed. Lots of respect there. We'll see what happens. But let's. This is sickening. Okay. Yeah. This is
Derek, you're so good. You should go pro. What's up, we did? Yeah, man. Worldwide, dude. A little bit there, a little bit here. Why not, man? Yeah, change it up, dude. Something like that. Derek should get a 9 to 5. Now, fun fact, not that fun, but I've never worked a 9 to 5. You could call me privileged, you could call me what you want. I went pro at an early age. But I do think that me working a 9 to 5 on stream would be hilarious. Imagine me stocking the shelves and shit, bringing up the cashiers, fucking putting the fries in the bag. Like, we could actually make it happen. All we have to do is find the viewer that owns an establishment that's willing to risk their establishment by me working at their establishment and also streaming there. It's not that hard. Millionaire does a regular job for content. Imagine the views on that. Does it Robbo in restaurants? Oh yeah, we could do that. Nah, those places are too fancy. I'd rather start a little bit, you know. Maybe just putting the fries in the bag, literally. All right, here we go.
all right. Now let's go ahead and bring out your first team to the stage. Feeling the music. It's Crew Visa.
Oh my God, Crew Visa!
And
I love Visa.
shout-out to the
Fuck
crew to the
MasterCard.
crowd.
Wait, I'm just kidding. I love MasterCard too. I forgot about the thrifties. I love you, MasterCard, from the bottom of my little heart. I actually didn't even mean that. And what's funny is that I actually fuck with you equally as Visa. Like, if I was to fuck with Visa this much, I fuck with you just right there as well. WPR.
Moving behind his desk. Get me
Banger song?
GB's got a lot to shake.
I do. I got a lot to shake.
Funny you say that. I own a hot dog cart in Tennessee.
All right, let's go
Prove
ahead
it. Show
and
me
bring
your
out
hot dogs.
Next team to the stage. You know them. You love them. It's Loud.
Loud G.
And Loud have a lot on their shoulders, but I think this is a
Like, you see
squad
these
that
guys
is
walking
more
out
than
somewhere?
ready
Are you
to
guessing
meet
pro
the
gamer?
moment. They
Nah,
have
dude.
some heavy hitters
You guys
on
are
this
tatted
team,
from the head to
guys who've
toe,
been on
man.
it for a minute,
Wait.
world champions,
You guys think I should get tatted
everything
up or what? Like, imagine a sleeve on this arm, dude.
Music that makes me want to run for
Imagine a sleeve, dude. What are you guys thinking, dude? Aura?
They do have
Puff?
it all. I've got high hopes for
I
them
got
still.
my arm is no.
For this particular matchup here, I really do hope that we see them put their best foot forward here. In a
Who
match against
sleeves,
Crew.
dude?
I know that they're not going to like that Crew bested
That's
them
haram.
last
Of course
time
it's
they ended
haram.
up
That's why you
playing
cover
this
it up.
really kinda
That's why you wear
cementing
this.
itself
You cover it
almost.
up, dude.
Listen, I don't
And then it's not
like calling
haram. If you
rivalries
can't
too
see it, it's not
early, but there is a
haram.
rivalry here.
You gotta hide it. Come on, bro.
Players and the teams.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a couple years.
Yeah.
There's a rivalry. Here you go.
Fracture, Haven,
Lay out your bans,
Splits.
Ascent, Icebox, Pearl, and Lotus. But your maps, you have Fracture and Haven, and if necessary, we will take a.
Reyna is disabled on PC and console now due to a bug. That guy capping? You're too much of a pussy to sit through the pain? Bitch, you don't know me.
I'm here for it. I'm not mad about any of this.
No.
What a great day.
And I'm curious as well about what we're going to see in comp-wise. I mean, Fracture should be pretty par for the course, I think, in terms of what these teams are playing, unless we see that experimentation. But Neon is...
I get a tap right on my rib!
Digizine's Neon, I don't remember the last
That's
time
the
we
worst
saw
part,
him
right?
bring it out, but that used to be a staple.
The fuck is
in terms
Mata
of what he
tweeting?
could run. It's one of the reasons I've been so high up on the guy, is in terms of his flexibility on those duelist positions. So we could see them flex.
The neck is the worst?
Some more.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see Keza.
Hold on, it seems like Mata got hacked. It's not about how you start, but about how you finish. Who's Blood talking to? Oh, another loss to C9. Then did he get hacked? What is brother talking about? Is he talking about the game or is he talking about some other shit? Reyna is disabled on PC and console. A bug in patch 10.05 is preventing Reyna from being properly used overheal from her Devour ability. At the moment, her overheal isn't updating her health appropriately. Oh, guess I'm not playing ranked. Wait, this might actually be a good time to play ranked. All the insta-lock Reynas are probably taking the day off. If you want to have fun, this might be the day.
Happen here than any other point in the season, but man, it just feels like between these two games in this particular match and Crew,
they're all locking Clove instead.
Would be
True.
massive for them to add.
It's Reyna with smokes.
I think this is going to be a bloodbath, though, to be honest. Fracture.
Wait, chat. I've actually taken off so much time from the game, I might come back and actually be Ascendant. Oh, the montages are going to go crazy. I'm going to be smurfing on your asses, and it's legal because it's my main. Oh, you guys are about to get...
Are we throwing it in the oven? Are we putting it in a stew?
Sending it to the stew.
He's putting it to the stew, bro.
I can't even get banned for it. It's my main.
I'm with it, you know, with some nutrition, some good old.
Who's he talking to? You!
Zero on the analyst desk. What the
Talking about bananas.
It is shining. What the? This is aura maxing for sure.
I hope that the weight of that bracelet doesn't affect the aim or the movement.
Listen, bro. Wait, is that Groot?
No, it's probably Jack.
Is that Groot?
Honestly, that might be why he has such a slow sense. He's weighed down. He has one of the slowest mouse sensitivities of any player in this league. It is pretty wild to watch him.
Yeah, and you see him play, and
Good night.
like that, you know, like the guy moves so quickly out there. Now, of course, we do have a little bit of a delay up there. I know you guys can kind of see, you know, our staff working with the loud guys there to get things sorted out. Once we have everything all ready to go, we will jump into the matchup, and we thank you all so much for your patience today. Obviously, you know, it's the first day, you know?
Yeah, what else are we adding to the stew, though? That's what's important.
I mean...
Hi, Tarek. I have a survey that needs to be filled out for my dissertation. You want to fill it out for fun? Link it.
Big on the turmeric, though.
Turmeric? I mean, a little splash of turmeric.
It stains a lot of the kitchen, just so you know.
We have agents! We got agents!
That is exactly what I expected.
Yeah, it is.
Happy to see more Shy on the Vice.
Yeah, he was great on that.
Demonic on that agent, and I don't think I'll ever see Keza not play Raze on a map where Raze is good. I don't know. I'm not mad at that.
I'm a little sad no Waylay, though.
He's goated.
I'm a little sad. I know we weren't going to get it, but, you know.
Hello, my old chum. I'm not a elf. I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
Fights rapidly, following the noise cues on Fracture, whether on defense or attack. It's going to be hard to keep up with that pace, I think, as well. Crew are going to be tested in terms of the fundamentals of how they are fighting back against it. Just every time I see a Neon play, or we've literally just seen Cloud9, the exact same thing.
That's what I was about to say. The way that Cloud9 were able to flood back into those sites on defense.
Everyone, let your friends and family know. Reyna is off. Reyna is off.
And obviously, the
how many booms?
Crazy face.
How many booms,
bro? That's got to be dead by now, right?
By now?
Is that over yet?
Yeah, probably.
If I do it, it's over. So let me not do it. Let me not kill it for the people out there. No, yeah, there is definitely a.
Where's the
something to
survey?
be said about what we saw in that C9 game and how I can maybe tell the story of what we could end up getting in this one, but also factoring in, right? These two teams very different, very, the way that they approach the game, probably going to be different in this situation.
It's honest Valorant. Fracture is also going to be leaning its way to that one as well because you're almost incentivized just to be taking map control constantly as a defending team. You always want to be pushing out, at least clearing up one of the question marks on the map, taking some space so you can make either a retake easier or maybe get a pick-up, turn it into a 5v4 at some point as well. It's a fun map to watch when the teams are leaning into how aggressive you really can be, which I think both of these teams should be.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Do want to let everyone know real fast, though. Another, we got that little delay if you're just joining us. Don't worry, we're going to be jumping to the action very quickly. You see the players getting loaded up into the game. Go ahead, Wyatt. Sorry about that.
What was I going to say? Oh, no.
Topsy-turvy camera movement. I'm not going to front. Gave me a headache. But see what happens. Next time. Oh, man.
No, I was actually going to mention earlier.
I don't know if I'm going to show us on stream, dude.
Vinny, but I was impressed. By him back in kickoff. He even had some solid individual maps coming in as an IGL for the first time in Americas. A lot of pressure on.
How do I
him.
sign into like a different account?
Pancata and Digizine, those three were teammates together way back in the day. Yeah. If we want to get the tomes out.
Watch out with the email. Yeah. Fuck! Anyone got a burner?
Back in the olden days, DGZ played with Pancata. You can find those tomes in the
That'll come up on Valorant trivia.
Indeed. All right, folks. Well,
I can't do it. My email shows.
Let's send it over to your casters.
Did someone give me their Gmail account?
It's my boys. You got Riv
Here we go.
and Vansili on the call.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And guy, we are eating good today. According to the desk, there is so much meat and potatoes in this game we'll eat for years.
No potatoes for me. I just started keto last week, so unfortunately just meat. But
Is keto diet a real thing or is it a myth?
The thing is, though, we're talking about Crew and Loud now. It's already the third time that they've met or they're meeting against each other.
This year.
Just in
Real?
this year in 2025.
What is keto diet? Just no
The last
carbs?
game was unfortunately a loss for Loud.
And what does it do for you? Better energy?
Sour taste, because that was the game that got them eliminated into the kickoff playoffs.
Do you know what a myth is? Let's stay on topic here.
To guarantee an extra point into the championship race.
That's going to sting a little bit, right? You're thinking kickoff is a point where we can get our points and we'll do good, and they just fall to Crew in the
No
end.
carbs, your fat will be used for energy? Nah. I prefer my fat to stay fat. Fuck a keto diet. Who's with me?
Bring that with the momentum of what Crew usually does in the beginning of their maps. I think they could start off pretty good, but that's all speculation.
You ain't using my fat for energy? Fuck out of here. Ain't no one using my fat for energy.
Starting off on Fracture, a map that these two teams have not played at all in 2025. In fact, it was actually a permaban for Crew and for Loud, if not being that second ban. So yes,
it's good for people with diabetes because it helps control insulin production.
Potatoes of this map, and it's just a standard comp, pretty much on both sides. Exactly, but at the same time, for
all right, here we go. Fracture.
And what they could develop.
Who rushed Loud? Match number 2.
Between Bangkok and now,
Focus.
they can still develop some good strategies with these compositions.
All right, wall's about to drop. Let's see where we're going. We're watching Digizine, a few of those Haven clips where he was able to run the operator and run Crew last time they played. So on the Neon here, it's going to be much more in your face. We'll be interested to see if they actually try to get that big purchase on him as we look towards A to start things off here.
And you're already seeing how Crew are very, very active around the map on the defensive side, something that was their signature going into the kickoff.
Hasn't it?
Kills coming down through halls. Still
labored.
going to try to stand tall as DJ
audio
is there
low
to clean up the last one. Limping about.
Damn.
Malazine comes up with a big frag there.
I think most of the desk has Crew winning.
To Shy as he was trying to rotate into the
side. Did Crew make a roster change or no?
A split between North and South side there, and Loud come up pretty clean on that first pistol.
And it's a great start and a strong start that you want.
Oh, right. Same teams for both sides.
And when you're looking also at the head-to-head of these two teams, we're also mentioning.
Why is my head so big?
Even in the community itself.
Well, you know, like shit, kind of out of my control type shit, but like
played a little bit more traditional. Traditionally, Loud maybe
I was about to
tested out
roast
a little
you,
bit
but
of
I'll
the
be nice, you know?
Tahoe and Breach until they went back into like a Sky on that split map.
Focus.
But now you see
I
here
actually
the
have a
development
very
of these
nice
two
head
teams,
shape.
what they're trying to
Believe it or
bring out to
not.
the table after this month of practice.
You just can't
And
see it
once
because
again,
of the
there's a
hair,
lot of
you know?
stall in the beginning
If
here
you look at it from the side,
just to make sure that they could
you gotta look at it at the right
least
angle.
1/4 of this map of Fracture and not really allow Loud to press forward in the beginning.
Interesting by Cowanzine. Dips over to the other side of the ropes and threw his mollies out from that side. So
Eco rounds.
Crew sees mollies now from top side, the Tahoe salvo, and they come back to the south side now. So they're wondering what's the arcade play, what's going to happen when Cloud is really just here looking to attack.
Valen's in the chat.
And that's why they're still playing
My
towards the
fucking
spawn.
go,
You are
Valen
playing
and-
anti-eco. You want to make sure they're not pushing against you. Also on the attack side, Tui's is playing the Cypher, so he's
What's good,
playing
dog?
the camera on the top side. And as soon as it gets broken, that's the call. The green button from
Alan just laughed at your big ass head.
over towards A.
No, that's
which is
alright.
great. They're
I ain't
still
even mad.
their
Fuck it.
eyes and
Fuck it,
crossing
we
the
ball.
T's to make sure that you clear towards the top side. But the
Mad?
post should be looking
Nah.
fairly easy here for the Loud side.
And they stick together.
That's free. That's free. That's free. You want some more? Bitch!
They're just skeet shooting out.
That's my dog, Vinny. Dab me up.
Rope there. 3 for Vinny as the Vandals and Bulldog.
What's up,
come
Valen?
up big.
And you want to see that coming out from your IGL as well.
I love Tarek. That motherfucker hammer, no?
Vinny on the side.
Nah, Trent's on his PC for sure, dude. That motherfucker trying to freak. I'll tell you right now.
Outside at the beginning of the year, and now Vinny steps in, and he had some pretty decent calls going into kickoff. He had maybe one map that he was able to call.
Was good,
out
was
against
good.
the Sentinels lost, but he just still.
The weekend's in your chat. You made it, Tarek.
And
Congrats.
that confidence. Now you're seeing that he's very clean on the shots too, and at least now in round number 3, it's not really looking like the strongest.
Awesome, we almost gave him ults. I'm not gonna lie, Victor. Loud is winning this match, brother.
It is about to get fairly bloody.
Yeah, the Crew wants to go aggressive. They say, okay, we need info on what Loud is doing. If they're going to try these tricks around the map, already playing underneath Loud is towards the B side as they go to join with Tui's here through the arcade push.
I'm insane for that. Dude, Loud was playing insane last season. Are you guys kidding me? You guys are sleeping on
There
Loud.
we saw Kesnet and team with the idea. to
EGZ
already
is in
start
peak
order
form right
farming
now.
onto A, so Crew's feeling good in the beginning.
Watch his entry. Watch his
Even
entry.
though that the wall has been paused,
Look at this,
the
look at
wall
this.
has been picked up on the side of Loud. It hasn't triggered a rotation out of Crew yet until now. Finally, the first wave of util
Hold
comes
up.
out from the attack
Wait for
side,
it.
just to say, hey, we're trying to create this pressure. Smoke's already coming.
It's coming
out,
right now.
And it seems as though from Crew's side, though, they do
Yup.
want to play the retake.
Yup.
These slow activations, right? We already see the Vice util being
Yup.
used, but it's a very slow walk in here.
Oh my god, look at the life of the planner, dude. I would hate to be Vinny.
He wasn't really affected by all that util, but maybe the spam scared it a
How
little
is he
bit.
alive? Oh wait, he's not.
In the positions that they might have in the pulse plan for Loud.
The life of a planner,
Still has
dude.
Molly down low. Oh, actually, Pancata's Molly's down, so they'll just have the stimmy on that. Cowanzine, though, ready with the
Ooh.
post plant.
Good
And now the
Molly.
attempt from Crew to come in. They're trying to deny the angles. They know where Pancata is.
Ew!
Just the backs. The shots cannot be finalized right now. And those are
Oh.
very early salvos coming out. Just trying to
Oh.
deny, but Loud's still going to be able to hit the
Oh,
shots. as they move into the
come
second.
on
Crew has
then.
no chance
Where you
to
at,
find out
Victor?
where those shots are
Talk to
coming
me,
from.
brother.
Very strong pulse plan
It's
by
like
Loud.
Liar's Bar all
Although
over
you get
again,
the find
dude.
from
I'm
Vinny
calling your
that
bluff.
activated the rolling
Bullshit.
thunder pretty much. He was already taken down, so you're talking about these lineups, these post plant utilities that would be very good for both of these compositions, rather, in these post plants on Fracture. A key piece was already taken down. But the thing is, on a retake that you just saw here from...
Now, I might be a top 5 Liar's Bar NA player. I could compete on the US team for Liar's Bar. If we go to a World Cup, I'm in that lineup.
And again, just a very clean post plant setup.
You can't tell with me, bro. I got the same smile whether I'm bluffing or not. Call me, pussy. Pocket aces, bitch.
Instantly rides the rope back, but another push, this time from B on Crew, and they are thwarted instantly.
And it's good looking on the side of Loud. They've tempoed different ways throughout these 4 rounds. A lot more default.
Have you been
in the
taking
very
personality
beginning. They
classes?
played
Is that a
all
thing?
the way back towards the spawn, but this time they wanted
Personality
to
classes?
disrespect the smoke that
Bitch,
was
I'm
thrown down
perfect.
by Crew on that side, just to let them know, hey, you can't start taking control here of your defensive side against us.
What's a
So
personality
they've
class,
been
bro?
really
Either you
good
got
at
it or you don't.
And
Wake
when
up, buddy.
Crew won that 2-0 against Loud. A lot of it was around
Ruckus,
the
chill,
good
bro.
rotations,
Don't be
the
weird right now.
aggression that was coming out from Crew.
Wait, is a
extreme
personality
control
class
that
a
was
real
coming out on
thing?
the side.
And they usually do it from the defensive side. It's like they're a little more comfortable on the
My
retakes,
brother
how
was
they
telling me
play
about
it
some
here.
shit where like you could go
Try
to
the
a
early part of the
class.
round, you got to give Loud credit for
Fuck, what was it
understanding there's gonna be a
for?
bit of a
To
push
give a
strategy coming
speech
through,
for public
and handle it
speaking?
very well.
I don't know what it was called though. Personality
They
class
put
is
in
crazy.
And a wait out on these timers. So Good positioning, good money right now.
Your aunt teaches it? How does Rockets have VIP and you don't? Bro, I got you, Leaf. Come on, buddy.
Coming up soon, so
wait, we got the whole gang in here, dude.
Either on the retakes or figuring out that Loud's doing this Kalinzine salvo at the top of the map first to really throw them just for.
I gotta un-VIP somebody. Hey,
and the good thing about
I'm a un-VIP. Don't tell them.
For crew. I mean, they're not going to die to spike. They're just looking for exits or just hopefully die to their opponents so they don't only save 1,000 credits into the next round. Maybe Mazzino.
Crit Dota? I haven't seen him in a while. Crit Dota, I love you, brother.
Shy gets one, but at the end of the day, it's the time that you have to be able to discuss a little bit more going into the next rounds to try to salvage some rounds back on your defensive side.
Valen.
At this point, you're seeing that
Crit Dota? I think he was an old Dota player for EG.
There's not enough utility that allows for them to get safe haven passage into the start of the retake, and they're just getting fully punished.
4-0. Let's go, second gun round.
This is why I think this is perfect.
Let's play, bro.
For Adam to call the timeout so they could start that conversation to see how they could leverage that a little bit more, how they could be a little bit more cohesive in these
Let's see tomorrow's games.
Because if not, this is looking to be a very one-sided Loud attack side.
And I wonder what he says, right? Because Vinny has actually kept
D2 Furia? Snooze fest. MIBR Lev? That's hype.
Seen once Tui's kind of go through
who's on Furia again?
Tui's underneath.
These guys are gonna get smoked.
Now they have the conditioning.
I'll be there though.
The sites from the south side.
Now this is a game.
Salvos that Kalinzine has, so nice job by Vinny to kind of be able to make.
Is this lineup about a cook?
From that bottom.
Yeah,
why do I feel like this has potential?
Crew, when they were trying to go for the aggression, it was a lot on just 1/4 of the map. True. Remember the eco they had? They pushed towards.
Is G2 boring in 2025? Still, be honest.
Eco, they just had 3 players push down towards tree.
Hey, brother. I fuck with you on an individual basis, on a one-on-one level, and that's what really matters, bro. Whether your team is entertaining to watch or not, that's all whatever, bro. You guys are making deep runs. You guys are having a good time. Like, who really cares whether it's fun to watch or not, dude? You know what I'm saying, or what? That's all that matters, bro.
Show that they're not afraid of the scoreline that's being shown so far from Loud.
Where's my VIP? Oh, you got it, Leaf. Come on. Come on, bro.
Tax onto this. Actually, Tui's is going to be there this time, too. So, looking at Crew's side now, again, like you're saying, they go for this push, see if they can refine it just from that B side.
Diplomatic answer? You like that or what? All right, here we go.
Vinny, and I believe DGZ over there.
Oh, hell nah. He's blind as hell.
Big plans for this.
How do we know for sure that's Kesnet? Shoot it. Oh, my God. You got a kill. Wow.
From both sides, a nice pincher in here as they finally get.
All right, we're out dish. We got breach ult.
Now they're playing.
You guys want to take back A main?
As it's all the audible. They have to get themselves into a position.
Breach ult A main goes hard.
Could be the kingpin that turns it back in their favor.
Can we drone it? Oh, timing.
Look at how far Tui's is pushed inside the spot.
Oh! Good breach ult.
Kalinzine turns. They're going to have ultimate there as well from Armageddon. If anything gets too sticky on this one, they use it right away, Vans.
Wow, good ult.
Again, Melzer looks for the shot. Kalinzine getting that. The trades just are not there for that man, and he'd probably get the second
what is happening?
The way he's been playing, but now it's up to Adverso.
Hey, Victor, what's going on with your boys?
Before, but at 2 HP, it is a very tall task.
No, I don't want to talk shit, because then Sentinels will start playing. He's going to start talking shit, too.
Waiting for the sound.
And there's not enough time. I mean, you got 2 HP, and
don't
at
talk.
this point, Kalinzine's going to attempt and allow Adverso to save his weapon.
Okay.
Silver lining for that at least, but just mentioning that position on the pulse plant. Unfortunately, a 5
Now, I secretly believe that Sentinel's biggest haters are our biggest fans, you know?
That came out from Vinny
they hate us because they ain't us.
He has a Rolling Thunder
but like,
propped up.
in a loving way.
Playing in a range that you're setting up for the Rolling Thunder to do hero plays. This position, sorry, from 2.
Someone asked, is Sentinels playing today? One guy replied to him, Sentinels already eliminated. One guy said he play Sunday.
Pressure coming back from A main because the early pincer maneuver that was displayed by Crew. So very good heads-up calls by Vinny in the mid-round and into the pulse plant.
All right.
That doesn't allow Crew to find any type of footing so far in this first half.
And that's another gun round down for them.
Eco again.
Kesnet trying to get some purchases in because of that money that's been
Kesnet hero
in his pocket, but Loud has full control over this game. They
not really, just the brim.
Is pushing themselves a little further to get these first shots, find the first bloods, and it is just coming up. Everything Loud. Spike's still down here as they just kind of default around, but they do have Kalinzine finally holding the top side of the map, and they didn't use those early salvos this time.
Yeah.
Damn, this is a good read right here.
On their 7th page
I don't know how, but picking the right side.
Into scenario C, another eco.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
Rifle in the hands of Kesnet. from that weapon that was saved from the previous round from an Averso, but it's turtling up towards the B site, anticipating a push and a split towards B, but unfortunately the read wasn't correct. The stack wasn't at the right spot, but at least the rotation's quick enough for them
Is
to
he on something today? Yeah.
all of this utility from Loud
on yo
gets expelled from the A site.
And I think fundamentals here for Loud is perfect, right? They're just stopping any angle that could be attacked. Fault line there over the rope. In goes Digizine and nobody can pressure it. They have the
Hold up.
space. They rinse
This seems impossible though, I'm not gonna lie. This seems legit impossible.
And it makes it so hard.
They're so aggressive in the post.
There's another smoke. There's not enough util from Crew to counter back as a team, and they're gonna cross towards a finish line where, again, the crossfires are
4v4.
Again, the backup for Pencott.
Wait.
If any trouble is had here on Sands,
Nah, it's over.
have the high low or literally front.
Loud are too good in the regular season.
Coming in for Loud there as they are clicking here. 6-0 to start off on Fracture.
Don't let this 6-0 distract you from the fact that Cloud9 once again spanked NRG around earlier today.
I guess it tastes pretty good so far, a little 6-0 for the Loud side.
They've been doing so much work, and everything is being executed so quick. This one in eco, so they feel very comfortable to get into position, but they're set up to defend each other in these plays as well. You do not see Loud with their back to
what nonchalant Tarek back?
They're always a step ahead, and Crew cannot figure out how to stop that. Here, right past the salvos, and in again, it's relentless coming in from Digizine. He's going to keep going there. Takes down Kesnet at Verso. A is clear again.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. And you're facing 4 players. You're running outside of the smoke. There's 4
This is not
players
looking good.
Out from Loud just greeting you. Hello and goodbye. And now already potentially, yes, definitely goodbye from the A site.
Shut your ass up, Kaching. I see you yapping.
Save here. Weapons and ultimates. So
the
we're
save 7-0.
Potentially, thankfully, into the 7th round that you have ult cycles and weapons to work with. That could maybe be the saving grace for you to start and kick something up here for Crew's side.
Whoever voted for Crew, you even watch Valorant?
Start bringing out an operator from Kesnet on the defense.
Come on, guys.
The thing that's good from Loud is how they're currently playing on the post plan, chasing for the kills. The economy continues to stay quite low on the side of Crew, where they can invest into these type of utility and weapons.
Right.
Okay.
I do agree. One of the ways to shut down somebody just screaming around the corner is with the op, that hard angle hold. We see Digis.
Keep in mind, 2G still hasn't played.
Of what Crew wants in their defense each round.
Wait, they killed both of them. Bro, they're getting rolled. I guess they're trying to get us back on schedule.
Loud is not just keeping it to one side here. They feel comfortable across the world right now on Fracture. It's going to be a Guardian buy through for Crew here, so they can at least grab a round.
Will it be 7-1?
This first half.
Loud good on protocols.
That's the question.
Loud good on executions. Loud also very good at hide and seek, because they're just keeping
the last match of the day.
They're finding Crew hiding for these weapons, trying to save these weapons, and they're just taking it away from their hands.
This Vinny and DJ's combo just seems unstoppable. Like anything happens, you get a quick flash, then you fault line, and Digi's trying to just absolutely collapse on whoever's stunned or flashed.
It's a great call.
They're so quick.
That's why they're staying as a duel right now, and staying as a combo just to try to find.
They're running it down. They're mad as fuck. Good nade. Oh my god, he almost got that.
To find the results, and they do get Pancata down. Smokes being out is huge. They can kind of take a breath here if they want, but do they have the chance? They say forward. W is the only key on the keyboard right now, and they're going to hit some shots.
Tweez!
With the outlaw goes 1-2 punch, and they turn it around real quick. 3v2 is Crew still. I take that back. Melzer falls shy, and the kills.
Oh my god, he had 1 HP. He would have killed him. Wait, where's the under? Oh no, it's top.
To safety here to figure out where Kawanzine could be coming.
Under!
Crew went for a force buy into this round because of the ultimates.
Brother!
Playing around shy with the steel guard, and then the lurk under is just so nice from Kawanzine. Throughout all that chaos, when you're trying to pincer towards that bottom side again, as you've mentioned, Riv, they had some sort of success at the
very beginning. Alright, if they 13-0, who's going bald?
Space, but putting too many resources on that side just left the top side open.
Is Loud the only team to 13-0? Didn't they 13-0 EG?
The site, and even towards the spawn to get the kill, and even finalized the 1v1 towards the end.
And like, what's bad about having Kawanzine be kind of a lurker? I mean, you have Breach.
They 13-0 EG, right? It's the only 13-0 in Americas, if I'm not wrong.
He's covering
your salvos that can go anywhere.
Your salvos that can go anywhere. Kawanzine's going to clean that up just about every time. 8-0 now.
Let's not jump the gun here, guys. This 13-0 is very far away.
And we see Crew start to focus the top side a little bit more with their power here.
Here's the other silver lining again. They only used one ultimate in the previous round from Crew that almost resulted in a round for the side. This time we have 3 ults. Kesnet is close to his. and they have decent control of Dish, where Kawazee cannot get that lurk anymore. Activating the wall, this time you're still seeing
13-1? Never saw that.
really being proactive as to finally, you see to rotate out of Mazino to help from the spawn, just to try to fight back here on this attempt of a control from Loud into Arcade. So good positioning at the very beginning, at least for Crew's side.
A lot of ultimates here for Crew to use to turn this one around. We just saw the Rolling Thunder picked up, however, by Vinny.
Uh-oh.
So they break the first initial utility. That's going to make Digi happy to have a fly into sight be a little safer. And here comes a Rolling Thunder for
what the fuck is happening?
Oh, Mazino.
Wow, he got him.
So bad by Pancata. Beautifully played on the entrance from the B connector. And now
no smokes.
Again, it's just Loud.
One.
Looking for what angles Crew wants to try to peek from. Armageddon goes down on one side.
Prim is dead.
He
got out.
With spawn, and this is just hell for Crew. If they can stave this off, the entry could be
wow.
very good for them. But taking
wow.
shots, taking more shots.
DG's in. Not skipping a beat. Dude, they're getting rolled. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. They're getting owned.
Oh my gosh. Vans.
Flawless.
They feel safe in every
what the fuck
as well, just one by one moving forward to get the last members of Crew. Fearless Loud in this map.
Yeah, the
shooting back.
Actually nuke the cooking here, the meat and potatoes as the orbital strike.
Oh my god.
The fault line out towards that spawn, or should I say the Rolling Thunder towards that spawn, was perfect in terms of the execution. And it starts off very well. If you're looking at this composition on the
if they 12-0, we early pay out.
So how do you actually get through the smokes as they're being dropped down by the defensive side? A simple camera being thrown by Tui's, stayed with the team instead of lurking around and trying to watch the flanks. It clears up and opens up the site. They know now that Crew's playing a retake
get mad, I'm down.
that allows for them to have a smarter decision making on how they could leverage their own attack side ultimates. And dude, Crew right now, hopefully Adam with their last time out of this map has some sort of solution, because Loud has not been showing too many.
Damn, this is crazy.
Hey, if it ain't broke,
it's all been one-sided games today.
Same type of hits. They're showing so many different.
Not gonna lie,
of their attack side.
all one-sided games today.
We just saw in that round too. So Digizine walks up, they get the Vice Wall, the Shear to come out. He fakes the orb to see if they can pull anything from tower, and then they give the Rolling Thunder away. Then they fake execute, and you see the vines go out. You see the flash.
Right now disabled. No way, you're lying.
And DG has a free sight.
Why?
Right? They're just waiting out once they find where Shy is, his utility, and what else stops them in these sites? Nothing. Mazino has to hit a perfect fault line or a perfect flash.
No, she's not, bro. Why would Reyna be disabled?
Have it really affect Loud.
You guys are so fucking silly, bro.
Once they figure out where Shy is here, and it just cannot be stopped once they hit the site. Here towards the bottom, again, they leave, Loud leaves 2 on the top side.
No, she's not!
And they'll see if Crew makes a move.
I'm not gonna say it again, dude. We're gonna start banning you guys, bro.
Again, another into an eco. Guardian and Stinger is strongest weapons for Crew, but the ult is denied.
They probably disabled it for the low ranks, dude. What's your rank? What's your rank? Are you gold?
Outlaw continues to take down Crew, who is constantly put back on these low.
Plat? It's disabled for Plat. It works in Radiant fine.
It falls. It's always traded right now. And that one from Pancata is going to go ahead and clean up the last one. Yeah, that's the end of the round already. That's how fast.
What just happened? What just happened? Does anyone know?
Alive. And there's kills in spawn happening. It's just absolute mayhem Loud's creating.
Almost the end of the half.
Bro, I woke up early for this shit?
At least, again, if
someone in
EU.
EU.
Something at least positive out of this for Crew is not that.
Oh, man.
At least when you're seeing Shy playing towards the arcade boxes and he's being slammed by utility, he's still very good mechanically to pop the flash, swing.
Why am I suddenly so loud? Because I'm wearing a different headset.
Crew's success from kickoff going into now.
I'm yelling more because I can't hear myself.
Having good opportunities to
I don't know, dude.
Because his teammates keep dropping on the other side.
Maybe I just have some energy, dude, because NRG had none of it.
You see it split now. They kind of move the initiator away from Digi, but I think that was just util. We got to remember, Haven was 10-2 when they played first in the upper bracket.
Ooh.
It could be a comeback from Crew on the second one, but Loud look like they're going to make that happen this time.
Wait, this is a good chance for a Crew.
Being very good on the defensive side.
Oh, man.
And now we're on defense for Crew, and this is a 0-10. I think at least, if anything, Riv, you talked about Haven, that's the next map, so we could focus on that as well. That could be a silver lining for Crew to maybe push us into a third map, but right now at this point, it's almost a done deal. You're just hoping on.
Wow, they waited.
That there is some sort of strategy to at least be able to play a lot of post plant for Crew because they have a perfect composition for it.
You're doing it.
And
Holy
definitely know
fuck.
what to say. Seeing what happened on Fracture, maybe turn the team around.
Wait.
Vinny with the plan on A. Kez? Kesnet? Looking to bring one in before that half. Pankata here, loving the clutch situations. Just on the other side. They know where each other are.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And Loud stay 11-0.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you're actually following social media and you follow Valorant NA socials on Instagram, I know I'm a boomer, I'm talking
He
about
doesn't have a
Instagram,
beard before,
but at the
too.
same time, he was voted the best controller by the pros going into stage 1. So this is by the pros.
I feel like he
So
didn't
you're
have a beard
playing against a
before.
god being Kezedeus, but at the same time, it does. He
took the hair from his head and he put it on his face.
Win the duel, and then also make
You can
it
do that?
11-0. I think right now, if strategy is not working, coach can't really get anything done. The IGL is not good from crew. They probably need the crew fans in the crowd to probably start activating.
I need the
and
opposite?
help them out at
Yeah,
least.
real fucking funny, huh?
A full Loud squad working. They have shut down every member of crew, right? Nobody's getting the frags in because there's always trades. Oh, this is big, though. This is big.
Oh.
Nice job by Adverso.
Oh no, no, my 13-0. It's gonna be 13-1. No, not 13-1.
Finally find an
Okay, well, this was not even close. When Sentinels lost 13-1, it was a very close game. It was a very close game, actually. This one is not even close.
It was at least a good start to walk contact and surprise some players, but the repeat going into that one, a little bit of a misstep.
My man keeps.
If crew wins here, I shave the cat.
Nice swing.
I shave the kitty. The kitty's getting shaved. Oh my god.
We saw that. Everybody felt that one. It did not go through. Crew do grab themselves around here. That's going to be an 11-1 first half and pushing.
Good half, question mark?
Got crew the closest to those rounds. They finally push on that final round to get themselves one.
I mean, it took 12 rounds, but finally at least they got one through for sure. And, you know, Tui's was the one with that outlaw that almost got the line, a double headshot to play a 1v1 against his
almost the lineup.
Sentinel compatriot on the other side, playing against Shy. Look at this lineup. We're so close. Only at 140 in the end, but still, Loud looking very strong.
Loud has been deafening on this first half. Let's see if they can continue when we come back.
You know what I hate? You know what I hate? Like, when you like you're playing a game, right? And then let's say you lose the half like 10-2, 11-1, even 9-3. Like in an official or like in a scrim. Now mainly in an official, some motherfucker on the other half after they up 10-2, they say good half. I hate that son of a bitch. You guys know what I'm talking about or not? That son of a bitch has the audacity to say 10-2 after clapping my cheeks for 25 minutes straight? How fucking dare you, bro? You are cringe. You are cringe. Get help. You need a therapist and God. Ads. So we're recycling lines now? Always have been. Listen, if I recite a joke, it's for good reason, dude. There's people coming in and out of the stream constantly, bro. 4 people join, 6 people leave. Every single second, dude. Every single second, there's a new eyeball. They could have missed it. It's my job to make sure they didn't. You actually are screaming? I'm sorry. I swear this guy has for sure gone off the deep end. I don't know how we can save him from this dark path. It's really sad. ... Just sad. ... Who's he talking about? He's talking about fucking crew? Kaz is gonna be fine, brother. Brother, at the end of the day, he's getting paid. I don't know, what's wrong with you, bro? Focus.
Good for these type of plays where I wouldn't be surprised if Kesnet is going to be
all good. There's always map 2.
Actually,
that's what
to just get plants in good
actually
positions. So they
NRG lost after winning map 1.
Post plant utility that they could use now.
Yeah.
In these post plant scenarios, but look at that. Looks like Loud doesn't want to let Crew once again control the attack side. Already a push from the Falcon.
Oh, good stuns.
The push towards A.
Oh, good hold.
At C right now. Loud
it's over.
3.
It's literally 13-1.
Flip side of this, we also want to see
I've seen this movie before. It was not pleasant.
Let this one dwindle on because you need teams rather that can do that. And not let that kind of.
Yeah, thank you for your sub. Thank you to all the subs.
Like they're doing good already.
Thank you to each and every one sub.
And now they will hunt down Melzer. This does not look good. Get that spike down, some extra money, and man, Louder looking very, very clean as a full squad right now. It's not just one person in the star power.
Exactly. And you bring up a good point. I talked about a strong start. You're talking about a strong finish, and we're about to potentially see it here from Loud because we have now great anchoring from Kawadzine. Melzer,
unless
potentially
if you want me 5, I'll go bald.
I talked about how Melzer was really popping off during kickoff, but this is a huge ask, definitely.
This would be the ultimate high. You have to tap into that Digizine God mode that we hear him talking about, and it's not going to happen there. Laid to rest just before he attempts it. 12-1 now. Game point here for Loud on Fracture. Again, great.
Yo, Tara, can I cash out my 4.7 million points to PayPal? Yeah, that'll be about $4.
And we see that Loud was very,
let me know your PayPal.
prepared, at least coming from the attack side first. Could have been a different game if that was Crew on attack, but man.
I'm just kidding. Save your points.
Here.
Save your points.
They are loving it. They are loving it.
For what? One day there's going to be a grand prize on there. You're going to wish you held on to them.
Now already on that point. That's definitely a lot of confidence.
They Molly Tower.
We were talking about that to try to get you into the site.
He has 6 HP already. He already has 6 HP.
Salvos, but a counter Molly, sorry, to prevent the early push out for a plant.
Oh my god, that guy got sandwiched.
Only W keys. They're in the site already. You see Shy kind of curling up over there behind the spike boxes. There's a plant coming down now from Adverso. A lot of low health bars, though, on that attempt as they got.
Thank you, Viper T-Man, for the 22 months.
As they protect for the retake.
What? How is he not dead?
Losing Adverso is tough now because we just talked about the pulse plant utility.
Ooh.
It's slowly disappearing.
They are just going back and forth right now. Slivers of health here from Azino and Melzer. Kawadzine 1, Kawadzine 2, a third one from the same spot. He's just going to turn. Well, Picada's going to get half on this one and then look for the fight. Oh, the jumping right click shot.
And Chris Paul with a 3 to cut the lead down to 42 points.
To stop the momentum of Loud. They have a little bit of breathing room, but still very much suffocating on this one. 10 rounds down.
And you wouldn't want anybody else but Shy in this scenario for Crew to win a 1v1. He was basically the highest rated player in number of clutch wins during kickoff of Americas. That's now converted at 24% when the average is 11% on clutches. And now adding 10th to the tally of number of clutches he's done this year so far in Americas. Now a little bit of breathing room for Crew. Sigh of relief.
Why would they show that?
For the stinger by and a plant, so that resets the economy of Loud. So
Brandon's disabled. It's only in below plat ranks. Above plat, still on.
Crew might start snowballing a little bit here.
Focus towards that top side here for Loud. As Crew, they look like they're going to have good positioning. See how Kesnet's entries are. Digizine was able to go crazy and create distractions.
I'm ascended 2 and it's disabled. What the fuck? Try to restart your game.
His Crew identified 2 quick kills in arcade. Digizine with a sheriff on the other side, and this could be a pickup if it's not protected. What a oh my god, Mazzino with the flicks, beautiful.
Still, although it's against an eco here from Loud side, you still see the back and forth coming in from the defensive
help
side,
me God. If they bring this game back, I don't go back to streaming Counter-Strike full time.
Looks like Melzer keeps his cool in that.
But that's
moment
enough, dude. That's where I draw the line. A 12-1 comeback?
We'll see it again. So yeah, Loud just try to put that fight up on arcade. Huge job by Melzer. So Crew is not afraid to get into the sites. We see that they are not timid from the first half.
Yeah.
Pressuring in immediately, knowing when they have the advantage. exactly what we need to see. They have to be hungry here for these rounds.
And sorry, it was Mazzino there as a breach on the top, but nonetheless, that's something that you need coming out from everybody on the side of Crew, just like Loud has been very prominent.
Wait, can they actually lose this or no?
Across the board in the fragging department. Nice little trap play. That's going to hit too.
What?
Counter, that was so good. You saw Vinny was inside sight, ready to shoot a fault line right under the satellite.
Oh my God.
Timed that with the Armageddon and Cowanzine, and they just slaughter Crew as they try to take that top side.
And I was just about to mention on the first half on Crew's composition.
Oh
and how
my
it was
goodness.
fairly standard how they were trying to play the defensive side, but for Loud, they definitely came up with a nice little trap play that caught Crew off guard. The camera was so high just to make sure you could watch very deep down that line and just activate here. But by the time that you could break the cam, it's so hard for you to retreat from.
Oof, traded. Oh, what good spam.
3 for Cowanzine now, making this real tough. Will he go for another one of his 4Ks?
Blank?
Melzer's at 30. Shy
They know,
is
they
about to
know.
be trailed as well by Digizine, but they have a moment.
Wow.
Is already
GG.
aware. They are so knowledgeable about what the
Crew
positions
map
could be.
pick. That's crazy.
What a game from Loud here. Really reading Fracture.
That's crazy, bro.
Melzer 1 versus 4. GG. Sunned up, about to get ran down. And DGZ, who better than him
Damn.
to close out the last kill and even get the defuse
That's
for the
crazy,
extra
Overt.
stats of the ACS. And Loud will get this first map in a
Bora, bora.
dominating fashion
Bora,
here
bora.
against Crew.
And it didn't look like they were really pressured at all. The Stingers got them coming into the second buy on second half. That'll happen when you're not expecting the rush through. But it was still a close round. They're down to 1-1. But
Damn, I don't know, man.
all the way across the
That's tough, brother.
Digizine there up top. Everybody fragging over 10.
That's tough, bro.
It was team participation to get Loud over the finish line here.
I think throughout these 16 rounds that were played on Fracture, there was only 2 rounds that came down to a 1v1.
Right, yeah.
It started with a contact play from Crew on that second time, but overall, it was definitely Loud that, again, comes out with a vengeance. This is the 3rd time that they play against each other. It's a 1-1 in the series, and now it seems potentially that Loud will finish it on a 2-1 if this continues on to even where Crew hasn't been the best on that map on their attack side.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Crew can right the wrongs. They'll be talking to Adam over halftime to see if they can come back to make this a 3-game series when we come back from the break.
All right, quick break here. We're on break. We're on break. Map 2. Let's see this.
Have we seen Killjoy?
One more. Nice.
Wait.
One
under.
Nice.
My God, FNF. Okay.
Oh my!
I'm done.
Dude, this happened.
Wait, Sam is fucked, no? Why is Sam laughing like that? Why is he laughing so hard? Brother. I guess that's true. That's actually valid. Finesse is closer to Aspas than you are to him. That's at the end of the day, bro. So like wait, EG content's out. I love their content. Evil Geniuses, a cut above the rest. Our masterclass continues on Sunday.
Make some noise for NA's Evil Geniuses!
Nah, they cooked with this one. Nah, they really cooked with this one. Oh, can't even see it. Come on then. Yeah. Ooh, this is tough. Ooh, this is real tough. Oh yeah.
He skills, he can win the round for his team, and Icy, he's done it for EG.
Their arrival game, Axe
Nah. Hey, you gotta realize that they really are reinventing the game. You're just jealous of the cold edit? You guys think that was a cold edit? They liked it. They thought it was cold. Damn, maybe I got...
Talk a little bit about it. I mean, DJsin said that you guys were working on fixing a lot of the things that were going wrong in kickoff. So how does it feel to get the score on the first map that was Crew's pick? And also, how are you going to keep that momentum for the second one?
I feel really good. I think that's,
oh, the link is...
For us,
the link had bad quality?
It was a map that we were never played on a kickoff. So starting on that and playing really good, it gave us a lot of confidence. So right now is do our job, continuing do our work in Haven and take 2-0 home.
I mean, if you get that 2-0 and just as dominant, you might be the strongest team that we've seen so far. Best of luck.
At least today, right?
Yeah.
Hey, at least today, but we will take it, especially if Louder
The Twitter link
like
overposted.
13-3 conclusion on Fracture gives...
The making of our latest video, Justin Bond's paper masterclass.
Eyes on me, stand back, stand back. Time is now, stand back, stand back. Let's go now. Hear me out, stand back, stand back. Take a seat now. All eyes on, stand back.
Let's make some noise for NA's evil geniuses!
Nature having to take a step back, and he's staying alive! Enemy Nation! Let's go, boys! But now, Ye and Superman left in this 2v4. He's gotten it down to the hardest. He's trying to TP away. On the tab! Another Red Bull clutch! And who else but Superman to answer the call?
So what, he made every frame?
He skills, he can win the round for his team, and Icy, he's done it for EG.
Has to set his feet to navigate this one, and Ye is back!
What we had was...
Does Tarek smell good? Does Tarek smell good? Yeah, I'll smell it. Does Tarek smell good? Let's see.
That my hoodie? That my Sen hoodie? No, what the fuck? Why the fuck you getting in there like that? Read. Wait, I have the same t-shirt. Is that my t-shirt too? Wait, what the fuck is happening? Is that my t-shirt and hoodie? What's happening? Is he wearing my shirt too? Wait. Wait, why did brother get deep in there? Holy fuck. I feel like he was really searching for something. Is there desync?
Smells fine to me.
Is there desync? There's desync.
Smells fine. Doesn't smell good. Just smells fine. Now you know.
Wait, look at their faces. Look at their faces at the end. It's like we figured it out. It's like we figured it out. That's hilarious. Ludwig accidentally found Tarek the perfect gift. Ludwig didn't mention Tarek, it's just a joke. Original Ludwig 2750. Holy fuck, hold the pussy magnet juice, because we just got gifted 100 subs. Cheese and crackers, brother. Cheese and crackers. Thank you so much for the 100 gifted. That's very generous. I hope you're extremely rich if you're gifting me 100 subs. And if you are extremely rich, I appreciate you. And I hope that shit. I hope that it keeps coming, I guess. I don't know. Gift another 100, pussy? Nah. It's alright. It's alright. I appreciate 100. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's see what this is. Thank you, OmniKing07. Thank you.
Pussy magnet juice in a bottle. Did you know women can't tell the difference between real and synthetic pheromones? Pheromones are literally what hot guys have that tells women this guy's hot, this guy's confident, this guy pulls.
What are we gonna do with this guy, bro? What are we gonna do with this guy, bro? Hey Tarek, TikTok is banned in India. Can you show me some TikTok, please? I got you, bro.
Smell when you're a scared little bitch, and that's why you're not pulling any. But they don't know the difference between real and synthetic pheromones. These are the highest quality. If you need a new cologne, you may as well get the one with the synthetic pheromones in it so you could pull more bitches. You really won't even know it's there. Anyways.
Why is he laughing so hard? What's wrong with bro?
Boys, today okay, wait, hold up. Hopes that they're gonna get funny, dude.
Alright, that was funny. That was funny. Imagine being paid to stay with Shroud.
Can't do it myself. I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in my brain.
He's talking about the gym?
I can't do it. Yeah. Honestly, I would pay Tarek to live here. I would. He doesn't have to pay rent, bro. I will pay him a salary to live here.
I think the thing is, like, I mean, for me personally, I feel like a home gym doesn't hit the same as going to the real gym. That's why I feel like it's hard. And I think the real gym is probably a little bit out of the way for Mr. Michael. So I feel like going to a real gym is just like the experience. It's about the journey there. It's about your friends there. It's about being around people. It's about, you know, getting amped up to go. It's about working out. Whereas at home gym, it's like, it just doesn't hit the same, dude. It just don't hit the same. So I think that's the biggest thing, honestly, in my opinion. I only saw a video of H-Rock Ability, another thing about CS, get a Lester lesson from his mod in the major run. Six hours!
Able to take this, but Crew does have that stronger defensive side.
We're going live anyway.
They get to start off on defense as well because this is a map picked by Loud. So if you want a moment to wake up and to potentially build that confidence up, this is the moment definitely for the Crew side. Exactly.
Breathe it in.
That groupium for sure.
All right, here we go.
If you're looking at the setup, there's still some sort of pressure that Crew wants to try to do towards middle, although they're not as aggressive as they usually are in the pistol. It's more Kestet trying to go for the solo play.
All right, let's see if Crew can bring it back. Map 2. Loud's map pick. Starting attack. Crew chose to start defense on Haven.
Just doesn't have as much speed now as he dashes with Jet.
Oh, DG's in.
Insta-shot.
He's non-stop.
They're going to try to pressure out of the garage hall here. Paranoia is taken out too. They know this is a heavily covered site now.
Wait,
this might make Loud start pivoting back though because they've identified 3 players until this lurk happens from Vinny, but it's a trade-off. Now it seems potentially that Loud could be pinned. They have an opening this time, and there you go.
Adverso hears it. Adverso hears it.
Doesn't want to peek. I mean, it's a great call. You don't want to give your position away. You don't want to lose more space. You have a 3v3.
They have full info. Most info.
Good agents that allows for you to flood retake with the salvos that are just used now.
They're already here.
Beautiful delay. They create a wall.
Oh, the updraft.
Smoke, and it's going to be Digizine going up to the top side, and that is just
an
elevation distraction for the first few kills.
He's low.
Melzer now just about even in the same shot. It's the pistol round coming in for
Close.
3K for Melzer.
And Melzer
Close.
finally has a moment to activate, and he will do so. And that said, I was going to mention potentially that Crew had good utility for a flood retake because the breach fault line was about to come back.
Damn, we got no waylay today, huh?
Really try to start
Wait, are these guys capping? Everyone keeps saying waylay is good in pro play, but no one's playing waylay. Is waylay not good?
Into the site. He gets into a forward position into A.
People were playing it? Oh, okay.
With Mazzino,
So I guess we'll see it like eventually.
Just have perfect trades towards the end, so
we saw it in China.
It's a great start, at least for Crew. In this round, you see
it's good on certain maps. Some teams played it in scrims. I see. So we're gonna see. It's a matter of when.
A little bit of a different approach.
Only been 2 games today.
The initiator putting the solo push from Kisnet because he's able to do so. He could TP away to safety and stack up somewhere else.
Yeah, I think we see Kesnet almost do that every time.
Melzer.
Beautiful shots from Melzer and the
Outlaw is so good, bro. Seriously.
And he's just gonna play it the gate crash like a rendezvous, right? Go and peek everything almost until they feel like they have the advantage, and Loud won't give them the peaks anymore. Just to creep in, a little extra money on the plant, and they should be closed in by Crew here. So Loud, knowing this round was just gonna be a creep around.
Loud G.
Yeah. The best result you can get here.
I think waylay is great on Icebox.
Be able to sneak through towards sewers, as the others from Crew are trying to pinch back towards that.
I can't wait to watch Icebox.
Hey, let me
I
just
like Icebox.
be the selfless players. Get myself killed towards the front of the B site, so we can get this plant here.
What the fuck? What the fuck happened there?
There's damage. Got some armor there. And they do get
Waylay
Mazzino
Pearl.
defused to Kesnet.
Asuna will play Waylay, you think? I can see that.
From dimensional drift already.
I can see Asuna on Waylay.
Longer this A orb they push twice now. And get that up quick before we get into the bonus round full.
Good start for Crew. Let's see bonus.
Let's see this replay one more time. Yeah, instant up, gets that kill. Doesn't want to waste any time. Gate crashes back. And they're doing much better. Just we saw them pistol getting their kills, getting their trades, making sure they aren't the one going down first in these trades. So already a nice change here. Crew with a breath.
What am I playing? Waylay? April.
The bonus though is where
when I'm back in Cali.
And I like that we're leading.
Can I look at this tweet? I can, but not right now.
Just mention here, Riv, that Kesnet is getting close to the ult, so the play is potentially trying to find ways to deny orb control towards long, so the recon comes out. They already have the fault line just in case. And
this setup's crazy. Am I really too close? I'm trying to make it better tomorrow.
Defense, it's exactly that. Off the camera.
I don't know what I can do. I gotta get a different cam maybe.
And will Loud be ready for that?
So Kesnet's going to stay at C. They like this positioning. He throws another.
You can see my soul.
So this is on the timing of the trip in garage.
Oh, Digizine. He's about to fall into that trap.
Yeah.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Hey guys, what's up?
It was DG and Vinny before on the Neon and the Breach. Now for Haven, it's the Jet and the Breach down long that are able to get that combination together.
Better mic would be better than the camera.
Just as fast to pick up those kills when he needs it. Dashes back off of those 2 frags, so he's going to be happy to go into sight if he needs to create.
I'll see what I can do.
Beautiful alert by 2Es. That's going to allow Loud to even fall back towards an open C site. It's Pancata even gets a drive-by onto Adverso. I mean, this is so good from
bad round for
We were just mentioning on that first map how good the protocols have been. The beginning of this round, you saw that they tried to add that pressure into the garage to break the trips and to try to force rotates. Where Digizine, just as I mentioned, was about to get caught off guard by the A-side push. But they just make sure that the protocol's there.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my Guardian in current today is better than both my rifles. My Guardian is better than my Phantom and Vandal. Like, I have more confidence with a Guardian. Is that bad?
But no, this time Loud come up. You can see the paranoia in hand, right? They were ready to throw it out.
Guardian has better first bullet.
But the thing is, he's so close already, so he's just nearsighted. It's it's still 2 free kills versus 2
I feel like my Guardian, I have so much more confidence.
Flash here by the breach flash from Vinny.
See if they do it again. It looks like it's going to be this fight for long once more. Kesnet does have the ult here. He's going to try to get up close and personal.
Wait, Kesnet does not know.
Dangerous to start off here. 3 right in his face.
Got
He's
one
going to be able to
still.
get a trade on with Digis in. I don't know if they want to peek this again from long.
It was a little bit of an overextension, if I might say, though, from Kesnet. Because not breaking the dart was a good start for the defensive side of Crew. So you think nobody's playing on that long side aggressively. So he was able to surprise some players, but...
Damn it, Micah, fine, just need some art behind you. I'm only here for like a few more days.
No duelist,
so I don't think I'm going to decorate this room. That's why I closed the camera in, because it's just so much dead space.
Really smother the attack from Loud into
I'll
the
decorate my room in LA, though. Hopefully with Myung's help, we can make it look nice, because I don't know shit about creative decoration, interior design type shit.
The paranoia right through, so the team's going to try and just wait this one out. Shy. Playing it smart. A lot of these are just getting face-to-face fights. The players
Wait a minute, this is a big round for Crew to win.
With the control that they have on these sites, so it's making it very tough for the initial engage.
Oh my god, I saw it.
He finds one, Pancado almost finds both, rather.
Yeah. And despite the compositional change from Crew, you still see strong positioning from Shy. Although
Just don't paint the walls red.
It just shows how much confident he is to play this site
I don't know.
on a map like Haven. This was also one of the pain points from
Also, Sentinels just dropped photo cards on their shop.
Shy playing random
So like, if you buy a photo card, what are you doing? Like putting it in your wallet?
Even in that moment when there's 3 players.
What are you guys doing with photo cards?
He doesn't
You guys are framing our photo cards?
Paranoia. He stays inside the smokes. He pulls up a camera. He gets a kill, but still information for the team. So keep an eye here on Shy continuing this first half. And
you put it in a binder?
They want to answer back with a lot more aggression, just like they did. It seems as
In
though
a jar. What does that mean?
Continue to give up this garage control.
Yeah.
But with these smokes, you're going to force the reclear out of Crew, and they don't have the scan composition to be able to do so, so they have to face check.
They sell binders or lanyard you can put them into? I see.
Fault line coming in from Azino, pushing Kesnet up forward, did give the rotation over for Adverso to get away, but now they realize that play was not the one. They were in garage for the side of Loud.
Ooh.
Gotta.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Everyone's blind. Everyone's paranoid. Coming out of that finally, it's just
Oh,
gonna be
wait, Crew's moving.
right to see if they can get an engage here.
Wait, Mazzino's moving.
Pick up 2 quick kills. It's now going to be left up to Tui's creeping into the site from behind, and they've already got the read, but he takes out his opponent.
Nice try.
Takes out Shy. Mazzino's there for another
Hold on.
3K.
They're heating up.
And chaos just being lived in right now by Crew as these flashes and blinds come out, but they're still defending the site very well.
They have my photo card, but it's a 1 out of 10 chance to pull it. I'm a rare card.
It's pretty much their playground, the defensive side of this map of Haven.
Damn.
Bind, they're just good on both sides, both attack and defense. Haven so far since kickoff has
Damn, we
been
made
the defensive
it.
side. But that is also thanks to the delays. Although you're not able to scan to get, you know, the mid-round information or the retakes, they're utilizing these initiators to stall so they can at least have more players inside the site to just brawl. And they want to do the brawling.
110.
Again, using this gate crash just for a position takes to see where things are, throws out another one, and we figured this is what Kesnet would be doing here. Always trying to get a read on Loud or position that allows an insert with that Yoru to be a little bit more of a problem. Loud feel happy just hanging out here as they start to default around.
And that's a good thing from Loud with this eco to add that aggression on the A side long, because now this is 2 rounds in a row that they've identified that Kesnet has
Have you guys in the chat been playing a lot of ranked?
at the very beginning at long A. And now they are able to force a TP away. So going into the later rounds when they have weapons to work with, this might be a good condition.
Everyone's saying no.
For Loud to utilize.
Wow, like literally everyone.
To maybe take down Shy, because both Sentinels so far
It's not one yes.
have been really good in these lurks.
Right now, that lurk's trying to get.
Playing right now, I'm miserable.
A little bit of help. All the find and initiator utility on that side for now as it starts to rotate over as well with Vinny. So it looks like this is going to be a pretty.
I have to start playing again. If I start playing again, you guys will start playing again.
Yes, he gets a bit of
I'll say it.
but what do you do with that? Now you don't.
If you see me having fun, you'll think that you can have fun playing too. Reality, you probably won't have fun, but you'll be fooled to think so.
Means he's just going to try to fight around it. The smoke goes down as well, and here comes the push.
Labored.
And they can't start to answer back because a beautiful flash over the shoulder of Shy just gives him enough time to fire in as Mazzino starts to clean it up as well. The full house of Mazzino and Shy closing down C site.
And Shy took his time again. 4 players moving up, pops up the cages, hides behind the boxes, just trying to make sure that nobody's pushing across behind.
So what are you guys playing? Rivals?
To just try to overtake.
Is Rivals the games to play?
So with him just containing that moment is another one of those scenarios where now on both extremities, not only on the initiator, but also from the help of Shy
Roblox, Minecraft,
he could delay
Repo,
so there's already
Repo.
4 players inside the site. By the time Loud is
Rivals.
not Flash anymore.
Loud pause, 6-1.
In a much better position once their utility is going off to work off the team's utility to be able to do things. On Fracture, we kind of saw them like when they retake from defense, sitting in canteen, trying to get the peak first, doing it dry, not having the util since the util was weighted out by Loud, but not this time. Loud's gonna have to call a timeout to figure out what's going wrong here, as we're getting a flip on the game. Now Crew 5-1 here on Haven.
Almost
seems like it's feel you
what's
guys.
expecting now going into the series.
I feel you guys.
But again, if you want to follow that story, it's just Crew.
Honestly, the best game out there is RuneScape. This is such an old game. I can't grind it anymore.
The third map until I see a cleaner Crew.
I feel like grinding a proper MMORPG with like a good group of people is like the best gaming experience.
Even out of 3 attempts since kickoff was a
To be
victory
honest.
against Loud, so there's at least that.
Unless you're competing on a
Overall, I
team.
guess I understand as well the value.
Yeah,
of
it's either
going
that or
into the
competing on a
previous
team.
round
One or the
because
other.
the really only thing they
Probably.
have to find information.
Probably one or the other.
Is because it's ult or the drone from Adverso in the mid round. So trying to get that ready, get them perked up to.
All right, it's
delay
5-1, not
on the other
6-1.
side.
Let's see if Loud
Loud here shy too.
can get back in. Every match has been a
Good
stomp
job
today.
here in his role.
Still playing this combination for Crew over towards A. Having the initiators set up Kesnet. Kesnet even gets his gate crash out this time, so he throws another one. They're not using it for info on these rounds as much anymore. They want it for the pure play, the trade, if they can get it. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
DG on an adventure.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They get okay. A very early Armageddon here, thinking they have the positioning to go down towards the bottom
didn't get
of
caught.
a short area. So
Wait,
Crew
Tuiz
is really trying to get Loud to move right now.
Again, another great lurk by Tuiz. The hat gets the information that they're already close towards the 8 connector.
Wow.
They find him.
They get that?
Clone's not going to fake, but that's a blind right in the eyes of
30 seconds.
Thunder comes back out as well. This is just for
Where do they go?
presence here. Crew says get off the engage, and they'll go ahead and set up another
Back to A?
stretch defense. You can see them just across all the
This
sites
is map
now,
2.
and it's up for Loud to choose where to go on this. 4 strong. It looks like they're going to hit A site.
And that's the good call by Vinny. Already the lean that they had, the lurk from Tui's already pulled out the rotations, forcing out the Rolling Thunder. Yeah, even if they lost Tui's in the process, they've already cleared out the A site, forcing now Crew to play the retake.
Oh, just on the edge, has to dodge that one. 6 seconds left, getting it down. Whoa, Jesus, actually saving the life of the planter, and they're going to still get into the site here. Out of ammo is Mazzino, but Kesnet comes up with a 4.
What's happening out here? I'm gonna get a cup of tea, 1 sec.
Is where Crew
1 sec.
thrives.
They are not giving a chance here for Loud to breathe once they get into the site.
Crazy.
It's a different style from what we've seen on Bind in the past of kickoff. Bind, they were just playing passive but good angles and finding these opportunities where their opponents are trying to get space and they just cap them when they run into the crosshairs. This time though on Haven, they're just making sure that they're flood retaking before the plant or the setup even happens for the attack side of Loud. This is all very nice. A change of pace and a brand new different look, at least from the Fracture that we've just witnessed previously on the first map.
Just imagine if Adverso's salvo didn't hit that edge and make him replant. It looked like Loud could have had that.
E-share is
Just
gone?
Little
Yeah.
things right now. Crew
I did take out the E-share.
getting in their favor, and it works. You don't question it because they're getting the W's.
This is what I'm liking.
All right, 6-1.
The change of Loud.
They're taking turns
far,
beating each other
since
up.
the timeout, they've added a lot more presence towards Garage in B, just to try to find their own early information, which they haven't really done at the beginning of this map. It was maybe recon darts towards the A side.
Contact A
but
play?
Even though
The
they're
full
doing
buy?
all of that, the finish is still towards this A side, still the same. But by doing that owl drone, look at how you only have Adverso alone in the site, and he's now forced to fall
Free
back.
site.
Instant in.
They got breach ult.
I think this is
Bubble
what
ult.
makes Loud so scary, is how
For
good they
attack.
set up after this as well. Great call. That's
Nice
gonna be an
stall.
window plant.
Oh wait, early breach hole. So early, damn. They baited it out. That was good by crew.
Having to use a rolling thunder just for space to at least try to get a plant, and they haven't even got it down yet. That's how scared Loud looks now on the attack.
The delay has been fantastic here from crew. One after the other, they're choosing the right.
They baited out the solo too.
Or Hunter's Fury rather comes out right up the gut of that entry into the site, but no pings come through. So that's going to be a very healthy crew on the other side.
Vinny stun.
Util, some flashes for Kesmet. Mazzino's ready to throw everything in with the paranoia from Melzer. They should be able to hit
the stun is big.
Wonder if they're still waiting a couple of seconds here before they get the
Did he stun already? He did.
Paranoia goes through.
Wait, Louder looking terrible.
He goes down instantly with his eyes burning from the sun. Kalanzine and Pancata doing their damage to trade this one.
Never mind.
They got a beautiful crossfire as it's the members of crew.
I mean, Pancata killed them all. Jayuso was not good.
Pancata still continues to find key moments right now for Loud. Into the face of adversity, Util dropping against him.
Yeah, Util was not good.
An ult thrown down by Shy for the retake, and he's still able to jiggle well enough to get a 3K, but not.
I'm drinking tea.
Without the help of Tui's jiggling back from his spot in the back of sewers. Great bait and switch coming from both ends to convert here. What, a 2 versus 4?
Yeah, in the end, and there was so much time too, right? Everybody was prepping this.
Pancata had a round.
What they had, we had a moment like 10 seconds where there was almost nothing, and then when the hit does come in,
ew, the stun.
Another push through.
How's he alive?
Here at A main after the fault line comes through, but they're still somehow surviving. Only one down on each side.
Oh, he's dead.
Limping away from the situation. Oh my God. And he does get out by the coattails or the cape.
What the hell?
This guy's getting hit by everything, and it's actually his duelist that dies.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God.
He still gets spammed in that spot, so he's going to go ahead and shadow
Wait,
step, and then from the
did you hear
shadows
that
out of
cancel?
Position, and they still hold short A. A big push here, however, by Shy could
I think
get
he did.
behind Tui's in garage.
Oh my God.
Sometimes that's the hardest shot, but he picks it up and he gets a Vandal now to reset and give the team a little more power on the map.
It's always nervous. Especially when you think you have it and you have weird movements and then suddenly, boom, they turn around and 180 you. Yeah. Not this time around from Shy. Dimensional Drift, as we mentioned before, ready here for Kesset, finding information and spots them all here on the A side hit.
Looks like they're trying to reposition.
Hard round for Loud. Pancata's low as well.
Focusing forward, knowing where the threat's going to come from first. A nice flash comes through. The Guardian can't ring true for
probably
Kesnet.
over.
Kesnet comes up big, just seeing the planter now. Kesnet finishes 2 and
7-2.
Will find the third.
They're getting rolled. Everyone's getting rolled today.
Closing down on Loud so fast, they do not have time to think.
And again, a dimensional drift that just just you to get mid-round.
Sentinels play Sunday.
And with that,
who are known chokers on Haven?
Trying to do any flashy Euro plays. Yeah. He's
sounds
just
familiar.
The last 3 players
Was that versus Optic? Or am I making that up?
Like a pentagram or trapeze of 4 players getting to close in on different angles, right? One towards exactly, one towards the spawn, one towards heaven, one towards
NRG
sewers,
rather,
and
not
then
even
they all
NRG.
converge, and there's just no chance, no way for Loud to get into good spots. Even though you're in a scenario where Kesnet is potentially on a 2 versus 1, he still gets 2 individual 1v1s, and you can't play 1v1 against Kesnet because he usually comes up on top.
I don't remember the lead, but yeah.
So this one called by Loud. Adam is well able to speak with the squad over on the crew side, and they have to be feeling so good as well. Adam seeing the turnaround of what the team needed to do, and he said they needed to wake up. I feel like they have woken up.
Am I in LA? I'm in New York right
now of where they are capitalizing on every advantage like Loud did.
Thoughts on Pizza Hut? As you look crusty, my guy.
At this point, looks like they finally stood up at the 8 count.
Yeah. Laugh it up, buddy. Laugh it up, Fatty McGee.
After this one.
Getting up at the 8 count, the bell just rang. A lot of water was thrown into their faces, and now we're seeing a very strong crew on the defensive side.
Do I watch UFC? I used to watch like a lot, but I don't watch that much anymore.
There's even a region shield.
I haven't watched UFC in a minute. It's really fun to watch though. I think UFC is like super entertaining.
Behind the knives out of DJZ.
But now I haven't been following that.
Another one of those rounds where you're creating the pressure this time on the A side to start and maybe activate a double lurk.
You go for Lao G.
Tui's and Pancata, and you see this starting already on a C-line split.
Tournami.
Much like their pistol round here, actually from Loud.
Wow. You got 2. You got 3. You're kidding me.
And they will find the last one with Kesnet at long. He's been kind of holding this spot for quite some time. So now to see Pancata here on the Omen.
Chat, I'm 33 and silver 2 with 2 kids and a mortgage. Do I quit my job and try to go pro?
Really nice early pushes from Crew.
Well, probably keep your job and have one of your kids go pro. Makes more sense.
Sometimes that rush forward and gate crash back has been.
Keep your job and have one of the kids drop out of school.
And even drone at the beginning.
Ruin their life, not yours, bro.
This compositional change.
That's 5 head. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Is really throwing Loud for a loop. They don't really have a good read of where the positioning could be, of where the pushes could be coming down from, and this is a look of Crew taking full control of mid. Thankfully, there's a camera up though from
That's good parenting, for real.
Instantly broken, and even TP's away to that one. So this might make
They
it
have sight
from Loud to rotate back. They have to commit it to C because they can't really rotate back.
Oh my god!
B control
through the smoke. Kesnet clears, Digis in. Oh my gosh, just on the other side, Shy is ready to like push in with this, but he decides not to, knowing his team is there, but they don't hear any more action. There's a walkout by Loud, but an insert in the site.
That's
they don't
the
know.
Most important thing, keeping one in the
Come
site,
back.
but you have Pancata that did find that that position towards that B side.
Oh
He cleared towards that
no!
window, and unfortunately, also dies by Kesnet. With all of keeping one in. In the
Come
site,
back.
but you have Pancata that did find that that position towards that B side. He
Oh
cleared towards that
no!
window, and unfortunately, also dies by Kesnet. With all of these insert, it would allow Crew to rotate back and forth based off the successes that at least Tui's has been able to get in this first half on his lurks. But now it's just going.
Derek, you need a toxic girlfriend? You're way too happy? Nah, no, I don't.
Look at, they feel so comfortable on the map now. Kesnet lurking, knowing these angles can easily be his. 30 HP and still looking for more. Yeah, Tui's good to clean that one up. It's going to be tough though, as Mazzino's just on the other side. Crew is
I'm munching on fatty? I don't know. My mom made these little. I don't know what they are. I don't know, bro. You're not gonna know. I don't know what they are. They just go with tea.
And you're moving into the last round of the half for Loud with basically no real economy. Half shields across the board. Thankfully, at least on the side of Crew, we haven't seen any outlaws, ops come out on the side of the defense. It was a lot of these contact walk up from Kesnet to get the early control,
what happened to my water fast?
Space and contain that.
Damn. Okay.
Verso just adding the vibes right now.
Water fast is done, bro.
Every page.
Yes.
I'm just doing Ramadan right now.
And just the way Crew is kind of accepting these strats, or I'd say not accepting Louds, like when they inserted Cowanzine into the site, Crew reading that easily. Before on Fracture, it seemed like they were a step behind. Here, very comfortable to peek, use their util knowing they're a step ahead.
And that's the difference of Fracture being so new to them to test.
I did the water fast. No, I did it.
Haven.
I did 65 hours.
Exactly.
Already with a first blood.
I cut it short because I felt bad not eating dinner with my family. My goal was 72, but I could have done it.
That's a second, at least.
It was good. It was fine.
Smoke kill that he gets at the beginning of the round and allowing Crew to get an early advantage, forcing now the hand of Loud to just activate a little bit more into a split C side. And
then they're actually going to just lose this game probably.
As you have Digizine currently walking down towards the sewers.
Derek, your head looks like a Dorito chip.
First.
You're gonna have to try harder than that, bro.
Oh yeah, he's gonna know that's a clone, and he knows he probably has the rest of the team if they're trying to clone into the site.
Rigging the camera's the first big thing here for the C side that allows here Digizine to get the backstab.
That's perfect. He gets
wait, the flank is good.
Started to run away, so he heard all the footsteps. He's gonna be moving. Oh my gosh, right in with the dimensional drift goes, and now they're gonna.
Oh my god, the flank is late.
From Azino, so Digizine have to be fast here. Few kills coming in. Loud's able to clean those up. Mazino's going to be doing some damage now. He has to try to get the shot, but he can't get the swing. And Penkata is looking for Digi to come out of that.
Nice smoke!
He gets the shot on Shy Soldier as he sees the hat go behind the smoke. 53 to 87 on that HP. Actually, a little bit more. It's going to be enough for Kesnet. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Gets the headshot, gets the 3K, and the defuse to come through to boot. 10 to 2 here as Crew do the same thing to Loud that they did on Fracture.
And that is going to taste so good for Kesnet to win that 1v1 duel against Digizine. For them to have a solidified second half.
Damn.
Just like
all the maps today have been stomps.
Fracture, now you have Crew taking full control of their defensive side of Haven. But we talked about their defensive side.
Yeah.
There's been multiple 2-2 for Crew where they couldn't close it.
If we remember back,
Loud needed that rounds. 9-3 was doable. 10-2, I don't fancy.
The op shots and Kalinzine,
we got a pie watch as well.
4Ks, so we'll see if Crew can keep this momentum going and bring us to map 3 after the break.
And we're on break. 10-2 half. Looks like we're probably going split. Truthfully. Do I stay up to start or do I wake up? I should be waking up, but I do stay up. I do stay up. Ba-bam-ba-bam. What's my favorite team in Europe? My favorite football team in Europe? Fenerbahce. And if not them, Real Madrid. And if not them, whoever's winning. A la Madrid, bitch!
What's going on, everybody? I'm proud.
Nah, you know who I'm a fan of?
All of the via story progress 11 or via completing other missions.
I can't really say I'm a fan. I'm a fake fan.
Plus,
I've only seen him play like once.
Unlocked in the loveless
Gamal or whatever the fuck his name is. Yamal Lamine. That guy. Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Primal Liquid and Wayne. Now, despite what game plus and then unlock them all
again. But you don't even know his name. Damn right.
So, up first, we have the chapter 3 missions. The first of which is mission 1-2/1, unlocked in the Loveless Avenue by speaking to
who's playing tonight in the NBA? Any good games?
East section of the map. Next up, we have mission 821, which is unlocked via speaking to the researcher in the materia room on
fairly quick on the A side control at the choke, and Digizine already has a dash procced.
A shot blocked almost as well. Ooh, hits a
GG.
few to the chest. Melzer's going to just absorb those. They get out safe.
Warriors
They'll have
versus
Sheriff
who?
now in their hands. A quick Tejo drone up the site. They don't have to engage on this just yet. Great coverage on their defense, so they know they have a little bit of time before they have to worry about it.
Who cares about the NBA? It's March Madness.
And Loud just
What's
wants
March
to full
Madness?
gamble into that. 3 players are moving through. It makes sense. The camera's so deep down towards the C side for 2Es. You have a Trip watching the B side, and he's holding garage with close range Ghost.
College
So
basketball?
at least of the information.
I don't watch.
So Loud now committed to fight inside the A site. Crew, look
Is college basketball actually that hype?
Engaging with the drone doesn't get Cowanzine caught off guard.
Why is college basketball so hype?
That as they get into sight, they all go right side, swing left
Oh, it's over.
Russo, and that's going to be a big kill on Vinny.
It can't be the first time we talked about it. I probably forgot.
On that rotation, as we said before, knowing he
Low-key better than the NBA? Why?
Him as he comes in. And a big
Oh,
round for Loud,
because you go to the
being able
school?
stave off that 11th round from Crew is gonna
64
keep
team
some of the
tourney?
pressure off, but they still have a lot of work to do.
They're not as good as the NBA, so crazy shit happens. Wait, college basketball is hyped like that? You guys think it's better than the NBA?
Tell for Crew as to why they're bringing
64 team, win or go home?
You just saw this stop and go, waiting for the next wave of fault line and salvo so they could re-exit into the sites, which potentially what could have been missing.
This is exciting because it's a single elim tournament. So is there a good game happening tonight?
And move behind the util with it now. So a convincing pitch around that they just won. It starts off well, at least on the positioning from Digizine, but unfortunately the crosser
Michigan State tonight.
wasn't there. And even he stayed there
Every
for
game
so
can be
long.
good
His
every
dash
night.
just
There's games
appeared and
all
just like,
weekend.
"Oh, let me just repeat again."
See.
He's like, "Did they see me?" He's not. I mean, Melzer's reaction was very slow, anyways. You're like, "Wait."
Does New York have a good team in the tournament?
Yeah, might have stayed too, but they do take him. Marshall coming in, decides to sell that out. Stingers across the board as well.
St. John's? St. John's is good?
Loud went with the same type of let's insert Digizine with the Sheriff down towards sewers, but at least they have a very quick
All right,
rotate
bet.
back
Go
towards
St.
the
John's.
C site to support. Making sure here that Kawazine stays down towards
Bet.
the A connector so that
Wrap this shit up. Let's go split, man. What is this fucking? What are these guys doing? How are you losing 11-2?
It's going to be a
Just won
tell for Digizine.
13-3.
Can he push forward and take control here for the flank behind that, or should he be ready for the late rotate back towards the A site?
Ooh. Interesting. They want to.
This is a full buy, by the way, from Loud.
Distance on this because the 3 Stingers coming in are definitely going to have
Nope.
a little bit better of a chance to do it. But Cowanzine is actually shut down, so I'm eating crow on that. The
I
play
hate
goes
watching a
down, and
team get
they go out
owned.
Crew.
Unless
A quick
it's an
one on
upset.
this is they're gonna
Then
have
it's
to shoot through
fun.
the smokes, but they got a bit of util to do.
But like
so.
these teams are like kind of evenly matched, I would say.
I think this is Loud being too prepared against Crew.
There's no real upset. It's not like an 80-20.
The pulse plant utility available from Crew's previous compositions. I mean, look at this now. You have Aftershock just around the corner, ready to delay on the first tap. Then that will allow the salvos
I
to
see,
come back up
Texas.
after. Paranoia to delay.
Oh, now you hate it?
Then just spray a lot until the salvos are ready.
That's true. Well, we've been watching stomps all day.
Yeah, a little bit of praying being done too. A nice swing out Sheriff shot, another, but it's going to have to be quite a few with the timer ticking down, and nobody has that time. Kesnet gets the final one. They get the safety.
Here's the goal. I matched it on Bumble. It's taking too long to respond to my cook. What should I do? Asking you because I know talking to ladies is the regular for you. Bro, she's not answering you? Can you call her on Bumble? Try to call her. I think she's waiting for a call at that point.
Forcing the
Give her a
hand
call,
of the
brother.
attackers on the pulse plant when they're playing these
What?
pulse plant delays. You just saw how Loud tried to activate back towards the site, just trying to smoke.
Or
and
video
defuse.
chat. Video chat way better, dude.
Nobody really
He probably wants to see you.
It might be too late for them to react on based off the information they just learned from the previous round.
And it becomes a moment where you attack.
The blind leading the blind. Nah. I think she would like if you called her, but maybe I'm wrong about that.
Only stops Crew for a moment. They look poised and ready to try to get through here still. Almost wonder if this noise will be made to delay them even more.
All right, if she's not answering you, what can you do, bro? Spam her, fuck it. Spam her. Nothing you can do, bro. Yeah, move on, brother.
They can run back into this double flank of Digizine and Pencata. But the more that they wait here for Loud, this is, again, utility refresh from Universo and Mazzino, and they're going to hit the A site just like they did on Pistol.
Nice flashes, Kaznado.
What are Lau doing? Lau G!
As Vinny also goes down. This looks
Caralho!
like even stronger
Que
here to show
isso?
them it was just a mistake on Fracture. Looking for the final kill. Shy is going to find it in the 13-2 Haven victory to bring us to map 3.
I mean, now we have a full reset, Riv. It was such a strong first map from
What the fuck?
Loud side on a 13-3.
What a game.
Now you have a 13-2 answer. So they had an even better result after losing the first map on Crew's side. And I think now Split is just going to be chaotic from beginning to the end.
I wonder. I mean, what's going to happen? I feel like we just have two unstoppable forces that are about to hit each other.
Would you say
we get onto the third map?
Would you say tier 2 in like Valorant is like college basketball, and then this is like the NBA? Show this tweet. Aspas POV Boostio. Okay. T2 in Valorant is like GeoGuessr World Cup. I'm running an ad. What's I gotta do? Forgot. Actions? I can do connections. About alright, let's see if I can cook this. Okay, this should be pretty easy here, right? It's obviously circle, stencil, ruler, compass, legend. That's like the, I don't think so. Could be. Nah.